Free socks.
Squirrel.
Hey, y'all. Hey, Spencer. We're swapped around again.
Huh?
We're swapped around again.
Yep, I know you do it on purpose.
Live action.
Live action. And we're live. Where are we at? What's going on?
Well, we got 12 people in here.
No, hi.
Yeah.
No.
They're
right. 18 or 19 watch right now. Roger, why are you in chat? Why are you not on here with us?
Yeah. Yeah, come on. You ain't got nothing to do.
Pyro, you can jump on here too. I have questions for you after some of the stuff we saw today, Pyro.
Yeah.
Anyway. And where is Squirrel? Where's
Squirrel?
Misty?
She's MIA, missing in action.
She is the one that set this whole damn thing up and had me ready to go at 10:30. And now here we are. I had to create the damn the whole thing to go from StreamYard to YouTube, all this kind of stuff. Why am I here and she's not here? How does this work?
She said she was going to get a sub sandwich a while ago. so I don't know if I don't. I don't know where she's at.
I know where you're going with that. Stop.
She's either shoveling down a 6-inch or a foot long. I don't know which.
And here we go. This is how you kick it off.
She'll have to get there in a minute.
Wanda, hey baby, happy birthday. I knew you were going to lead off with something like that.
She'll be here in a minute, surely.
What are you looking at? What are you reading?
I'm having it. Look, I can't see chat on my phone. I haven't even. Don't buy one of these piece of junk tablets because they won't work during the show. So I'm having to use my phone to be on here. So the only way I can see chat is my tablet. Hang on. I know what I got to do. Hang on. Let me fix this. It's gonna be easier on Greg. Look here. I'm gonna put the tablet up here behind it, and then I can see chat. Probably ain't gonna be able to chat with nobody, but I can look here, and then I won't be looking off over here in Never Land. Look at that. Now I can see chat.
Hey,
and I'm looking in the same place.
Hey, Mr. Superstar, just concentrate on the damn show and don't worry about chat. If anything comes up, we'll pop it up there.
Oh, man. Yeah, alcohol and razor blades, son. I'm telling you, if you ain't never lived through alcohol and razor blades, you're missing your entire life. You're missing it.
But hold on, Philip. Did you ever hear him talk about the ears for beers? Because if you ain't ever heard that part of the story, you're just missing out on everything entirely.
No doubt. Yes. Yeah, Lord, Misty finally worked up. I think she's got the whole cell block now. The black market for honey buns and Marlboro Lights is strong.
What is the subject for tonight? Is there a subject, or we just
look? We've had our little Thomas the Train on the tracks, but it runs off down the dead end tunnel pretty regular. I thought we'd probably talk about. I showed Misty some of the videos that keeps popping up on everything I watch about the folks that's got the Tesla cars. Those people that's got more money than I've got can afford some type of electric vehicle that they can travel like 28 miles and have to give $700 to recharge it. But they driving those Teslas through the graveyards, and it's picking up the people that ain't there.
Yes. Well,
So-
the whole Tesla thing. Hold on one sec. Let me send an invite to Roger, and he needs to get his ass in here.
Yeah, all he had to do is click that link on our private chat.
I know, but I'm
Come on,
doing
Roger.
it again now
Roger.
that we have publicly shamed him.
What we needed, what Roger should done, we should have got Roger on here, but we should have got Roger's new semi-co-host on here. We could have broke her in right.
Hold on. All right. It's hard to do all this kind of stuff whenever you're doing it on your own. This is where Squirrel comes in. She normally takes care of this kind of stuff while we're bullshitting.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Man, today was a great show, man. I'm so tickled that Mary and her sister come on. Golly.
what do you think about Debbie, Mary's sister? I mean,
I figure everything that woman told you took it to the bank and come out of there with the money in hand. She
that's what I was saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she didn't want to come on and do the show. And the funny thing is, we talk to a lot of people. I mean, I know that you do because I forward a lot of stuff to you. I know that Misty does. I mean, she gets a lot of messages too. And I mean, just the ones that I talk to, there's a bunch of people that have really, really good stuff to say, and they don't want to go live. And I don't blame them for anything like that, but damn, I wish that they would. I mean,
Yeah. That's the thing about it that a lot of people don't realize is how many for all the stories that people are hearing. There's hundreds of stories just like it that don't get heard.
Don't you think though? I mean, how long were you living with stuff before you said anything to anybody?
Man, I was afraid to talk to anybody because the hell I was lost as Moody's goose. I didn't know whether to damn shit or fall back in it. I didn't know what I was dealing with. I was scared to talk. And then when I finally did kind of figure out, I was ashamed to talk to anybody.
Yeah. Where did she go? Did she just realize her hair wasn't done exactly right? And
Hey, look here. You make one more damn comment about my hair, we're gonna have problems. You rush me what you do.
Hey, her hair looks good. She's whacked it down, but it looks good. Sat down. I done told her. I tell her all the time. It's that damn native bone structure.
I
She's
took
the
my
only
hair
woman.
down.
She's the only woman I ever seen can have 14 different haircuts in the same day and they all look good.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate that. Listen, Spencer is literally just like JR. It does not matter what I'm doing, what's going on. If I could be doing something and it's working out just completely perfect, and I swear to God, every time JR comes around, it's like it just starts falling all the hell. And as soon as I say, "Hey, Spencer, come on, Night Owl's with us," it starts falling all the hell.
Yeah.
I busted my back open.
Wait. I'm the only reason this show even exists right now because you fucked up and didn't do everything.
Oh my gosh. No, that's what I'm getting at. I couldn't get the picture to upload. I busted my mouth open. I was trying to change my shirt. It covered the whole thing in nothing but freaking makeup and blood and all.
But I told you, see, she busted her mouth. I told you she was 12-inch. She went to the foot long.
That damn sandwich could have been a little bit smaller.
Right. Roger's got the cup.
That's water.
You lie.
I'm fixing to make them coffee.
Are you using your phone?
Yeah.
Look up maybe sideways where you ain't so skinny looking.
It won't work like that.
Really?
No, you're just silent. Okay.
All right.
No,
Have you got the rotation thing locked out?
I probably. If I start messing with
No.
it, it's gonna. What's the special effects button? I'm scared to punch that.
No,
Hey, hit
don't
that. You'll grow vampire fangs.
Don't hit that. It's the whole StreamYard thing. If you don't turn it sideways before you get on, look at what the hell.
What?
Is that the special effects button?
Yeah. I can blur it out back there, or I can have a brick wall behind me.
That's cool.
Hey, see if it's got white blocks, like a wall with white painted concrete blocks. It'd be like upper pod.
Handcuffs and
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
If it springs up and it looks like a ruler on the wall behind you, you'll know what it is. It's got your height, weight. Yeah. Look, you got to get your piece of cardboard, hold up, got your name and number on it.
See if it's got like gel cell bars.
That was only 3.
Oh, well,
I
that's
need to make some coffee. Yo, man,
Next-
I'm tired.
I know Spencer was rushing me. I have to take a smoke break. Y'all got to give me a minute.
Next time I take a picture of Misty, I'm gonna hold a fork up in front of my phone on the camera. It look like she's behind bars.
Like pod 5.
Yeah.
I can see chat.
You can't.
It's funny how this works. Sometimes I can't see chat.
Roger's like, hey, I can see chat. This is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm just telling y'all that Upper Pod 5, that's one of the best things that we've ever had.
Hey,
Y'all,
Yes.
I went down the road a couple days later and was listening to it, and I was crying. I forgot about some of it.
Roger, you live in Tennessee. You've always lived in Tennessee. Did y'all school? Did y'all school like? Did they name the buildings like wings of a prison, or did y'all have like we did, like 10th grade, 11th grade, seniors, sophomores, and all that? How'd y'all do it?
Well, I think everything was normal. I never was 11th grader, so I don't know about that one, but had to go to summer school.
Oh, okay. That's 11.5, Roger.
Yeah, I don't know how I got that extra credit, but my old shop teacher told me to get it for me, so he came through.
That's all I'm telling you. Hey, brother, it ain't what you know, it's what you know.
That's right.
Wait, your old shop teacher gave you an extra 0.5 credit. What did you do for him?
No, I didn't tell on him when he come to school drunk.
Okay.
He bribed him with 3 honey buns and a pack of smoke.
No. Look, here's the sad part of that story. The day Peyton was born, Mr. Watts killed himself. He caught his wife in an affair. He shot at her and missed her. And I talked to his
Damn.
I talked to his cousin years later. I said, "Why did he shoot himself?" He said, "Because our other dumbass cousin, they were in there. The cops were trying to get him to come out of the bathroom, and he asked where his wife was, and he said." She'd gone, Judson. She'd gone. He thought he killed her, so he shot himself. He said
Shit.
it wrong.
Oh my
He
God.
meant she's not here. She's gone. They got her away from here.
Roger started off with a story like a ray of sunshine, didn't he?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, wow.
Oh, man.
And on a better note, let's talk about the teachers that's still alive, Roger.
I thought he was going on with damn, I missed her, and he killed himself. I mean, damn, holy crap,
Nah.
that's horrible.
Yeah, I have some funny stories about some teachers, but we better hurry up and tell them because they're getting old. They might not be alive before the show's over.
Hey, I've got a teacher that was one of the most educated people that ever taught at our school, and this woman was highly educated. And I had her for English class, and the lady had a horrible speech impediment. Try learning English from somebody that's got a horrible speech impediment.
Roger.
Oh, man.
Wait. He said I learned English from somebody that had a horrible speech impediment.
I'm not kidding. That's fact. This lady was like super educated, like a doctorate.
That reminds me. I asked a little kid. We were in Florida. I was real young. This little boy. He was talking. He had a speech impediment. He was cute as a button, And his daddy said, "Ask him where he's from." I'm like, "Hey, little dude, where are you from?" He said, "I'm from Bing Bing Ham Balalama."
Bing, bing,
Oh,
yeah.
look,
That's Greg's English teacher.
look. That's close, dude. Back, heck, 20 years ago, I had they hired a guy when I worked at the gas company. I hired this old boy to work with me. And he was basically, it was going to put me on a propane truck. They wanted me to train a new service guy to take my spot. So he was going around with me through the summertime for 3 or 4 months, me training him how to work on things. Well, we had a propane tank that a bolt had broke off, and we had to drill this. Now, look, you got a opening, like a 1.5 inch opening straight in the top of a propane tank. So you have to get all the gas out of it, and it's still some fumes. And it's a little sketchy when you're using a drill to drill this bolt out when your drill's got sparks flinging around in it. So it's a little nerve-wracking. Well, this little old boy is about 6, 7 years old. He's come out there in the yard where me and this boy Kyle's at, and I'm on one side of the tank, Kyle's on the other. Well, this little kid, he just comes up there and he's standing like by me. And this little kid's like, he's just barely tall enough to sit up on top of the tank. And it's like, son, back up. You back him up 3 or 4 feet, and he'd be right back up there. And look, this little kid was so antsy. He was wanting to help so bad. The little boy, I'd look over at him, and his little hands would be going up there trying to help Kyle. And I'd say, son, and I'd like, quit. And he just kept reaching. Well, the little kid ain't said nothing to us. He ain't said a word. I mean, first time I ever seen this kid. Well, Kyle, he's over there, and he's got it drilled out, and he's rethreaded it, and he's trying to make sure this bolt's going to go in. He's trying to make sure this bolt's going to go in this tank. Like I said, it's a little sketchy to start with. And I'm thinking, okay, the parents could like get Junior and carry him inside. Next thing I know, this little kid looks over at me, and he's like his little hands just keep floating up there. And I look at that little boy, and he looks up at me, and he looked over at Kyle. That little boy kind of shook his head, and he looked over at Kyle, and he stuck his arm out, and the little boy had a speech impediment. And he's doing this. He said, puss it and stew it, puss it and stew it. And y'all, I'd turn around. I had to walk away. I walked off. And I'm just holding my ribs, trying not to fall over. And I look around, finally look back at Kyle. He's had to do the same thing. And that little boy's just standing there looking back and forth at us like, what's wrong with y'all? So look, for the last 20 years, if I see anybody trying to screw in anything, it's coming out of my mouth. Puss it and stew it. Puss it and stew it. So
That's been no simpler than that, right?
Wait. Go back to the ears for beers part.
Well, wait a minute. So I heard about 38 seconds of y'all show today. This seems like a continuation of that last 30 seconds where Misty was telling y'all to watch Nail.
Yeah. Kind of.
I was like, I've seen that movie. That's a damn good movie.
It is a good movie.
Yeah. Watch Nail.
It's about swam, when got screw in the belly.
Everybody started commenting. They were like, yeah, I've seen that. I was like, in my head, I was like, y'all have seen Nail? I thought it was
That's it. Nail, yes.
Yep.
It's a good movie.
Dear God. Nail.
Well,
yeah.
All right, Misty.
Yes.
Say it's hot as hell.
It's hotter than hell.
Hell.
All right. Hey, Misty, are we going to want to talk about the super cyber trucks going through the cemeteries tonight, or what are we going to talk about?
I've seen that.
I don't know. We didn't really have a topic.
No. Why did we not have a topic, Squirrel?
I thought it was Bigfoot zombies or something.
Yeah.
Still can't
How bad would that be?
Nell. Nail.
Yeah. Hey, it's actually a good movie. It's sad.
Right. River said Misty nailed
it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, y'all remember me telling the story. We had people that grew up around here that's older than me that people would like, I would always joke and say, yeah, I'm fluent in like four languages, English, Emmett, Terry, and Leroy. And I'm the only one of the only ones that could like knew what they're talking about because I was around them so much. And it would be so funny. one of them would be standing out at the store, and somebody from like New Hampshire would pull up and ask them for directions. I'm like, oh,
Uh,
they'd be pointing, and it sounded like they had a mouthful of peanut butter, and it was so funny.
Y'all, look, here's my downfall is when I go back and watch any of the episodes we do, I always look at my own self and go, shit, I need like big giant subtitles every time I talk.
I don't.
You're not,
The problem
the
is
old
they
one.
don't make an app that understands our dialects.
There you go. That's exactly what I was going to say. I can't talk to Siri. I have called people that I don't mean to call. I have texted people I don't mean to text.
Have
I'm
y'all,
so sorry.
have y'all heard horror stories? Sorry.
Thank you.
I've heard horror
Greg's
stories of people like talking and the phone pick up voice and start and email somebody a
Lord.
whole conversation that's not, well, is that the milkman? Yep.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at
He's
Son,
smoking
hey.
the house.
Don't, long as he don't go to sleep again, but cigar in his mouth.
Alexa, turn off.
That guy, who you talking to? A ghost?
Alexa, I had to tell her to shut up.
There
Alexa.
you go. That's how it starts.
Yeah, look, I'm telling you, Alexa gonna strangle you in your sleep.
Yep. You probably launched missiles in Russia or something.
Yeah. Yeah, probably. Dick Jerkistan's just got bombed.
There ain't no telling right now.
I don't even know what's going on, Chad. I've lost my cell phone because the computer, the last couple of times I've done it off of our show, it's been retarded. So I just.
You're hold on. I think it's
What?
you. You're echoing. Hold on.
Oh,
What the hell did he just say?
I
Say
don't know.
Look at the comment. Pine Knot got Yoder.
Yeah. I missed it. You're echoing, Jeff. What? I missed something. Hold on.
Wait, it was house 5 hours ago, and that was the first time I heard my own voice coming back at me, and I was like, "Dear God!" Now I just hear fucking Jeff, and that's even worse than me.
Read that, Misty.
The other night it did the same thing, so I don't know.
My wife rear-ended a dwarf today. What? Wait.
Read it.
Grabbed onto her window, leaned up, and said, "I'm not happy." She said, "Well, you sleepy."
There's 5 more he could have been too.
Alexa is Jeff's side egg. Hey, this might not be good. Me being able to see the chat tonight.
Yeah,
We can always we can always talk about Mustang
Can't either,
convertibles.
trust me.
No doubt. The Mustang convertibles will get you in trouble.
I don't even know if I should be on Edna tonight. This is never good.
Where did Misty go?
what the hell did Jeff just say?
Bottle of bourbon. I don't know if this is a good idea.
Did I say that out loud?
Easy, Roger. Easy.
Roger's talking about Mustang convertibles. I can't understand Jeff, and Squirrel's in the background just giggling. What is going on?
Oh man. Damn, Roger's thing of it is you got to watch out for coon hunters.
Here we go. Look, Greg has already gotten wound up. He's taking this off the rails, and we're like 10 minutes into it.
Well, I'd gladly talk about some subject. I mean,
We didn't even have any rails to start with, son. I was so far out in the damn woods, I couldn't hear the damn train whistle.
oh me, y'all.
Talk about the Teslas.
I'll just sit in the background and smoke. That's fine.
No, okay.
Jeff's gonna sit there and be our eye candy for tonight.
Jeff, I'm glad we brought you on. I'll just sit in the background and smoke. Somebody talk about Teslas. I don't know anything about that stuff.
Well, I mean, there's a bunch of damn videos that's been popping up just here recent. I mean, apparently this has been a thing for a little while, but apparently, you know, like I said, I live in the middle of nowhere. I don't know if I've ever even seen but like one cyber truck. And that's when I was driving through Birmingham. But you know, these folks has got these Teslas, the cyber trucks, and the cars too. Apparently, it's got a screen in them that like it's like to keep you from basically running over somebody, but it shows like a person. You know, like it shows it on the screen, shows your vehicle, and it shows like you're approaching. I don't know what all it shows, like other cars, dogs, cats, but it shows people. It picks up like people moving. Well, these people have been posting all these videos to where they're driving through cemeteries and there'll be nobody there. And the Teslas are showing like people.
Mm-hmm.
And it shows them like walking up to the vehicle, walking around the vehicle, walking in front of it. Some of them's just standing out in the cemetery and there's nobody there.
Nobody there. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's sensors. It's like, you remember the old Buicks that first come out where it would have the sensor would read down the road like at nighttime when you couldn't see that well, and it'd let you know before the lights hit that there was something in the road. Well, this is kind of on the information screen. It'll show somebody, a person, like a figure, and they're pulling up in the cemeteries, and it's showing people around them, and there's nobody there. It's pretty eerie actually, and whether it's real or not, I don't know, but.
The trucks and the cars. Hold on, I want to work on.
Yeah. The one that creeped me out. I mean, I've watched a bunch of these videos in the last say week or so. The one that creeped me out was this girl was talking about. She said, "I want to show y'all." She's like, "We went to the cemetery." I don't know what's going on there.
Sound like I was looking to see if my scanner was on.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
No, it's Jeff. It's something on your end.
Oh, mine?
No, when I paused Jeff's mic, it's doing just like yours done.
Well, mine's not doing tonight, is it?
No, but watch when I unpause. Look when I unmute him. Watch. Talk.
That's hard.
That is the same thing.
Exact same thing. So I've got him muted and it's not doing it.
He may have one of those. Are you using a computer or a tablet?
We don't know.
Hey, that's Starlink and Tesla done come in.
Look, Misty has to translate that in like sign language, or somebody's got to learn to read lips.
Yeah,
I can do it. I can talk. I can do it. Say something.
River. I got a story about some karaoke.
Hey. Anyway, look. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say. So the Teslas are pretty much like your damn iPad or Jeff's fucking tablet.
I don't know.
Whatever, and they're picking up on things that aren't there.
There was this one chick. She had her phone filming her screen in the car, and she's like, "Y'all, this is freaking me out. This is freaking me out bad." She's like, "We went to the cemetery and rode through, and we saw these figures, and I'm heading home, and look at this." And it was showing. She was like showed the phone. She was in traffic going through town, and it was showing the cars around her, but behind her car, it looked like a guy walking, going behind her car, following her down the damn road. And she said, "It don't make a damn if I turn, the thing follow everywhere she's going. It's looked like a person running behind her car everywhere she was going." It's like, so is this damn thing following me home or what? Look, my ass wouldn't went home. My ass went to church somewhere going, "Hey, Bill, man down."
Right.
Misty, did you watch that thing I sent y'all, that lady I met the other night? The Possessed episode?
Yeah, I ain't watching no shit like that, Roger.
Hey, I watched it. It scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, that's why Greg didn't watch it.
I didn't get a chance to watch it yet.
Yeah. Wow.
That's cool.
That'd be pretty cool.
Pyro, there are a bunch of people taking those old backup cameras from Cadillacs where they get thermals in them and converting those, and a bunch of people are using those to look for boogers.
Yeah. We didn't look. We forgot to throw down a disclaimer that the Night Owls version of Woodwalkers is kind of off the chain, a little more than the regular Woodwalkers. So we love to talk about it. Tonight can kind of be like open mic night. I mean, we can. So, I mean, hey, tonight it's like we brought what we had and hope we brought enough. I'm trying to make up where I can see Chad again. Hang on.
To Rivers' question about have I ever sang karaoke, I have, and my advice is don't sing "Achy Breaky Heart" at a tiki bar in Florida.
Did you do that, Roger?
I did that. I had several fans approach me, and my dad had to run interference where I jumped the fence and went down the beach and hid.
You seriously sang "Achy Breaky Heart"?
I did.
Did you like burn it down when you done it?
The tiki hut was
Did
smoking.
they tear your heart anyways?
Did you?
Hey, Roger, don't take no shit from him because I made a post about listening to the Judds while I was out of the
God.
And if he took that and ran with it,
all I did was said that would have been my choice to listen to.
No, it was the way you worded it.
You're worse than my wife. She's all the time going, it might not be what you say, it's how you say it. And I said, well, it may be, by God, the way you're listening.
Roger, don't take no shit from him.
Oh my God.
I don't pay no attention to him.
Harmless. Roger's got thick skin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, what are you saying? Fuck you.
Me and Greg got attacked on a show one night.
Yeah.
We had a troll in there.
Yeah, we did. I'm talking about like our ankles bit or something.
What are you talking about? I'm so lost.
Spencer, get the guitar out.
No, that's in the other room. I ain't going in there.
The Judds are like 3 chords mostly, so.
I'm done.
Hey, now, don't start knocking the Judds. Billy's
I know.
Or whatever place.
Hey, I respect the Judds. It's just that's not my go-to. Because that round fire by
Motherfucker, that was not mine.
He wasn't expecting you to say you were listening to the Judds.
Yeah. We were watching the Judds on TV before they got famous here out of Nashville, so I grew up with them. I like it.
Didn't you say they lived there close to you, Roger?
Not far. It's up around Spring Hill, Thompson Station area. Which Billy Ray Cyrus and all them lived in close to the same area.
Billy Ray Cyrus.
Yeah.
Look,
my dad's girlfriend, he would come around Christmas and give all the neighbors presents, and they had pictures of him in the house, and she gave my daughter pictures of Miley when she was a little baby in diapers back in the day. So yeah, I mean it's Nashville's just up the road, y'all. I mean,
yeah, Roger. Look, the thing that's stuck in my head right now, when he was in Florida singing the infamous "Achy Breaky,"
yeah,
please tell me you had like a kick-ass mullet haircut, please.
Y'all, at one time I had a mullet, rat tail, and my football numbers cut in the side of my head like Bosworth at the same time.
That's what I'm talking about.
And I got a picture somewhere that was in the newspaper. Of all the pictures that could be in a newspaper, that damn thing made it on the side.
The greatest thing was this past week. Somebody wished, what's his name? Roger, damn it, Ray.
Ray Stevens.
Ray Stevens. Somebody wished Ray Stevens.
I laughed my ass off at that.
And tagged Roger in it. That was funny as hell.
Yeah. American icon, a legend. And Roger's like, man, he's such an asshole.
Roger's got Ray Stevens hate like to the 10th degree.
I love Ray Stevens as a kid. Then I hear about Roger's story. I'm like, Jesus.
The man's gonna go bankrupt now because Roger's running.
Well, he ain't but like 90 something. So
Yeah.
y'all,
Right.
look, I
Have you not seen Chuck Norris's commercial about him and his wife? Like he's in
Oh
his
my God, I
80s,
love Chuck
but now that man's in the prime of his life, so you better watch it.
That's what I'm talking
You
about.
He's in his 80s.
Ro-
Chuck's in
Yeah.
his
Roger
80s
Roger
now.
has single-handedly debunked Ray Stevens. Ray Stevens ain't making no money off of anything right now because of Roger.
Misty, look, hey,
I
look,
looked out the
Walter,
window the other day, and his girlfriend was over here paying the neighbor for mowing their yard, and I said something to Greg. I think, and she's Heather knows her. She's nice, so
hey, look, Misty. Now, look, it's not if you mention Chuck Norris's name, you got to put your hand over your heart before you do it.
yeah.
Yes,
Oh.
I agree.
Look, I mean, look.
Hey, I grew up on that shit. So
Hey, look, the boogeyman looks under his bed for Chuck Norris.
yes, he
Yeah.
does.
That's what one of my favorite ones. Peyton told me one time. Said, "Daddy, you know how many push-ups Chuck Norris does? How many he does?" I said, well, "How many?" He said, "All of them."
Hey,
All
Greg,
of
we won't get too inappropriate, but that one you sent me about looking under the bed the other night, I about died.
Oh man, Chuck Norris. I mean, Chuck Norris started whooping ass when he was a kid. I think he beat his way out of his mama.
That's pretty good.
The sharks leave the ocean looking for Chuck Norris.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Well, the one I heard was Chuck Norris doesn't do push-ups. He just pushes the earth down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a
hey.
movie. There's a movie that him and Stallone and all them. It's when they had all the action actors came together.
the,
They did a couple of them, and he showed
What was
up.
that one called? The
Expendables.
Yeah,
Expendables. Yeah.
Yeah.
that's funny. He does a couple Chuck Norris.
He
jokes
walks in
himself.
and like everything explodes around him, and he's pretty
Yeah.
much the one-man army.
Yeah,
Shit,
he said, "No,
y'all
guys,
look. Chuck Norris has counted to infinity 3 times.
oh my god."
That's funny. That's funny because there are people listening right now still going, "Wait, I don't understand that."
Yeah, I know.
The boogeyman looks under his bed for Chuck Norris.
Yeah. Ain't many people down brush their damn teeth with a damn porcupine.
Oh me, y'all.
I got some stories I could talk about, but I'd probably be banned from the internet right now. But
No, what do you mean? That's what this whole thing is about. Come on.
yeah, Spencer.
Don't play that.
Some stuff got brought up in a group chat with some friends of mine, and we hadn't partied in a long time last night. And I don't think you want to hear that story that was brought up at dinner.
No, yes, I do.
Now, we might get excommunicated from the whole internet
hotel
for that particular discussion.
Yeah, we better hold up.
Only
Well,
time
hold
I've
on.
ever
That's
heard
kind
that.
of like the alcohol and
Sorry.
razor blades, which Greg still hasn't told me the full story on that.
Oh,
Roger, I
that's-
mean, Jeff, I'm not sure you're old enough to hear the damn razor blade alcohol story.
Greg, I can guarantee you I'm old enough. I'll tell you the story about this, and then you tell me the story. I'm old enough because
Well,
we told the
This-
story
Jeff.
to the waiter last night, and I think he might have had to go have some therapy sessions afterwards.
Jeffrey, what Greg is saying. What Greg is saying, he's not that you're old enough. He's thinking is the statute of limitations. Run out.
Oh,
Yeah,
trust me.
the statute ain't run out yet.
Trust me, I might be in my 30s, but the statute of limitations on the shit that I've experienced is probably right up in par with whatever he's talking about.
Some of these stories, you have to save to only Teslas can see you walking around.
Greg told the alcohol and razor blade story up on Creepy Mountain, and the boogers left. They were
Hey.
like, oh, damn! I don't want any part of that.
I promise you right now,
Just
Slade.
bad 'cause Misty's muting her mic right now.
Hey, look, Spencer, is Slade Monk and Larry Porch have both got PTSD from hearing that story, do they not?
They do, and that's some of the hardest core. Like, I don't give a f people I've ever met in my life, and that all of them were squirming and laying back and going, "Oh, damn! Don't say that again."
If Larry Porch's thumbs hadn't been dirty, he'd have been over there curled up sucking one of them. He was about to cry.
Yeah, let me
No,
tell
he
you
doesn't care
something.
about that. He's ate chili off the ground. That's no different.
Unless you can scare a dairy farmer, it ain't shit.
Don't.
Well,
Jeff.
let's put it like this, Jeff. I can't tell it on here right now, but let's put it like this. I will put my threshold of pain against about anybody I can think of.
Jeff, hold on. Jeff from Maryland is like, if you can scare a dairy farmer, there's no higher level. What the hell? A dairy farmer?
I'll tell you something. We do some crazy shit. So
No, stop. Just stop, Jeff. Just stop, Jeff.
Do you realize how horrible it'd be if you mess up and milk a bull?
I've handled. You know how bad it is to handle a cow with a injured teat.
Gently, I'm sure.
Jeff's gonna go on and tell the story that he told to all his friends to get us all kicked off.
You guys, I could tell this one, but it's got to be
no.
But the cover anonymity.
Before that even happens, I just want everybody that is watching this, I want y'all to know that if we get kicked off because the limit is we've messed up a dairy farmer from Maryland. If that's the limit, man, we should have been banned 2 years ago.
Hey.
Let's just say there was a bunch of drunk guys involved and there was a lot of alcohol. And
that's how most good stories start.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that we could talk about this on YouTube.
Well,
let me get said. Turn the pressure up some, boss.
No doubt.
This one time.
Yeah.
This one time,
Yeah.
man, yeah.
No doubt.
Roger had better stories starting out with the damn Mustang, and you're like,
Hey,
man.
Look, hey, I'm just gonna take a guess that Jeff wouldn't have played the flute. He'd been like a tuba man.
Well, what did we get up to the other night? A trombone or something like that?
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Hey y'all, watch this. Yep.
That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, we can talk about the time I ran a zip line naked, but
No, we can't.
No.
That's even a mental image I can't handle, Jeff.
Yeah. That might be something that YouTube would tolerate, but we won't now. We're big.
He's already planted the seed, though.
Look,
this ain't even the worst part, Roger.
Hey, look. Jeff has got that pinned down. That's why Bigfoot comes around his house. He's like, my milkshake brings all the Bigfoot to the yard.
Mm-hmm. Hell no, I didn't say organic.
I got shit way worse than that.
In the back of his head, Jeff's like, if I have to go to it, I will go to the time that I ran down the fucking wire buck ass naked. If y'all put me in that spot, that's what I'll talk about.
Let's just say I had the emergency management people prepared in a kayak, and it was March.
Yeah, I mean,
I volunteered to ride a.
If you've exposed yourself and they had to call out the emergency management director, that's bad, Jeff.
Well, he wasn't
Search
exactly
crew.
the emergency management director. He was my emergency
Yes.
management director.
That's what I'm talking about. Look, if an alphabet agency gets involved, you may ought to stay covered.
Wait,
We didn't call that. We called we called the redneck emergency management.
Pyro just made a comment about a zip
Oh my
line going
God.
through a dairy
He was in
barn.
a canoe, not a kayak.
So
Hey,
so you just find like a random zip line out in the woods somewhere, and
Oh, no, we built one. My friends owned a quarry. Well, they still own it.
The FDA is monitoring this show right now.
Hey.
There's like the
Right.
dude got dairy cows, and he's talking about ziplining naked and kayaks in the bottom of it, and the federal government is now watching it.
yeah.
so wait a minute. So you zip lined and landed in a kayak?
You've never
Oh,
made
no,
those
I didn't
across
land
the
in a
creeks
kayak.
or
I landed at
rivers.
the quarry.
Okay.
This is some James Bond shit here.
Fat man incoming. Fat man incoming.
Oh God, we used to do that all the
Yeah,
time.
there
Palm
was a
off
video.
from one
You
side to
can see
the
the
other.
fat man incoming. Out of the
Jeff, see, just like he started about the Judds, he's an asshole. See, he'll bring
No,
up anything.
I'm just thinking when Jeff hit the water, if it went bloop.
It showed up on a Tesla. A Tesla was driving by and it's like, boop.
I had one of my best friends in the kayak for emergency assistance.
What are they gonna do? Have a
Oh,
rope tied to you.
Somebody in Tesla was driving by going, what the fuck was that?
It was off the road. No one saw it.
there's an egg with legs on my screen.
No
Y'all are
wonder the
horrible.
Bigfoot screaming at you.
Y'all are horrible. Jeff,
You
just
see, you
do
see,
what I do and tell Greg to kiss your ass.
you see,
Jeff knows I love him.
you see the
Oh.
Bigfoot on the ground late at night and hear something up and be like,
The Bigfoot went back to the troop,
I'm
going, "Hey, y'all
comments
come
right
on,
now, trying not to die.
y'all can't miss this. Come on, look at this shit."
Even boogers for like a naked egg on a zip line landing in a kayak. This is some shit. Y'all guys see this.
I just got one technical question. Like, how thick was this zip line?
It was about, it was about 3/4 inch cable.
Oh, I saw
Jeff,
that at Gatlinburg.
Jeff.
Before you go up the mountain.
Yeah.
It's about,
Jeff, how
Yes.
long was this zip line, and how high off the ground?
Well, that zip line is probably about 200 yards.
Oh my gosh!
My friend's got a big quarry.
See, nobody listens. Jeff, stop answering questions. Tell them to kiss your ass.
Hillary said, "Quick, somebody do an AI animation."
Hey,
Yeah,
I
Grandma
said
can't-
when we put the zip line up, we had to float a boat across there to carry the zip line to the other side, and then secure it with a pickup.
They're midday lies. Can't go get the truth.
y'all ever, y'all,
Yes.
it just reminds me, y'all ever heard of the Darwin Awards?
Yeah.
Pyros. Rick Pyros.
Yeah, we used to target shoot at this quarry too.
Pyros said it's so fast it was wind chafed.
Somebody clipped the cable with a 22-250, and they had to go out there and fix it.
Said, Grandma, you didn't call us for dinner. Said somebody stole my triangle. Yep, I stole it.
The first time they made the handle, it was a bicycle handle with a roller going across there, and I told him wherever you do a little better of that if I'm going to ride this thing. So.
Jeff breaks out the snake swing and it's on it.
I had to climb up a step ladder to a platform.
I'm crying.
Well, wait a minute. Was it at night?
It was right before dark. It was probably.
Was you lit up? Did you have
It was
lights
like
on or
May.
like a
It was
miner's helmet or
May. It
something?
was cold as shit.
Well, I
Yeah,
caught that earlier.
no,
He said it was March.
he
didn't
didn't
wanna
have
ask-
lights on. He had
It
a
was
bicycle
March. It was
handle with
May.
like the little bell.
Ding
on
ding
it.
March.
ding
It
ding
was-
ding 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 ding. Got little tassels on it. The basket. Some little girls
It was
missing.
close to April.
I've got to know how many of your friends was on the bank screaming bombs away.
There was a few of them.
Hey,
You see Jim, cannonball.
how far did you drop? Like when you let go? To the
Probably
water?
at least like 50 feet.
So you got so basically you got an atomic enema when you hit the water.
No, he landed in a kayak.
No, I wasn't landing the kayak. The kayak was there. It was a canoe, and it was there for moral support.
Oh, Jim, I'm crying. I'm good. I gotta.
Yeah, it was March. It was cold as shit.
So we're
Just going back and looking at the time frame right now.
The
So
kayak was there for moral support.
Yeah.
were there clothes in the kayak, or did you have to walk all the way back up to the top to get your clothes?
I had to walk over to the beach. They had it waiting for me.
I just want to know if they decided if you like got knocked unconscious or quit breathing, was they like somebody holding the straw so they could pull to say who done CPR?
Yeah, my friend John was the one that drew the short straw.
Oh,
Now,
he
whenever
was
you play
the
short
biggest
straw-
guy in the group, so he was the most well equipped to pull my fat ass out of the river, out of the.
Wait, you were naked. The guy drew the short straw, and he was the most well equipped. What are we talking about?
Well,
He was the strongest one in the bunch. That's why he got picked. He was also the fisherman, so that was why.
I knew that there was going to be short straw in this story when he said it was cold.
that
and it
is
was March.
like, I mean, I'm kind of like with Paul right there. I mean, that's Paul said they call him the streak. That's like turbo streak. Just
Yeah,
Jeff.
Hey, isn't that a Ray Stevens song?
yeah, it is.
Yeah,
That's what I was saying.
that is the Ray Stevens song. Jeff.
Oh, okay. So I got questions. Like, did you have like a wheel, like a pulley, or was there like sparks flying as you went?
So they had like one at each end. So there were pulleys.
Jeff
And
just
there was a wheel on the handle. So there wasn't a.
You didn't carry any grease just in case you needed to like fix something mid-flight or
he had his back utility belt.
y'all are such assholes. Jeff is the guest. Jeff is the guest on the show. Okay.
I'm not telling you, he's one to open this can of worms. But I mean, Jeff, were you like, did you have like your legs crossed, or was you just like full bacon in the wind?
Full bacon in the wind.
Damn it.
I can hear this.
Did you just say bacon in the wind?
Yeah.
I think that's a line from Nail.
Nail.
Sorry, my Zippo ran out of fuel. I had to get my gas station lighter out.
No, Jeff, no, none of this is going to help. And at this point, there ain't no way to change it. So.
This is the late show.
This is the late show.
Oh,
Oh my God.
So in Canada, this is what they call going tubing, right? I know you're not in Canada.
I've been on some tubing adventures too. We won't start about that one.
Oh no! For fuck's sake! I mean, we've
Misty looks
already
like
covered.
she's dying over there. What the
Right. Look, I just want y'all to know from this day forth, that's gonna be known as a Maryland wind job.
If we're talking about naked ziplining into a kayak through a dairy farm, you can't stop there. You got to go on.
Mm.
Oh.
Don't act like you're reading your phone. I know you hear us.
Me?
No, not you.
I'm just making everybody have a heart attack on here tonight. That's fine.
Oh.
I'm thinking about the inner tube and bacon grease and stuff. So you don't get like,
That's what you needed, like a tractor tube out there floating, trying to go through the middle of it when you
oh,
drop.
that'd been fun.
No, you could float around on that place on a tractor tube all day. It's a quarry.
Well, the problem is if you don't get the right size, you'll be like a fishing bobber, but you don't want to be,
I've gone on adventures when we've had those floating bobbers, the big floating coolers, and they say they're supposed to hold a certain amount of ice and beer. Well, those things turn into a floating anchor real quick.
Oh no.
We were towing one behind a kayak one time, and that thing we're in Western Maryland out in one of the little reservoirs, and that thing went to the big bobber to the big anchor real quick. We had to take all the beer out of it and drink it so the bobber would float on the way back.
I'm telling you, Jeff. All I can tell you, Jeff, look, if people had been using cell phones and video and everything like they do now, if they had videoed that, you would have absolutely broke the damn internet. It would have shut plumb down.
Hey, the naked zip line would have broke the internet.
Oh yeah, agreed.
So they put so much beer in a floating cooler that it sunk to the bottom.
It couldn't hold a 6-pack and a bag of ice. That's how bad this thing was.
That's the moral of the story.
Oh. So I'm telling you, I agree with what one of them a while ago said. What Phyllis said a while ago. You killing me, Smalls.
Yeah, look, Gary, don't.
Yeah.
Turn it off, Gary.
Don't heart attack on us now. Hold off. You got to get that stamp this week.
Gary.
I swear to God.
I caught part of Gary's show tonight. I wish I got the first part.
Y'all, could you imagine, Spencer? Could you imagine all of his buddies is over on the bank flipping up cards, says like 9.5, 10.
You don't understand the caliber of people that I hang out with. Well,
no,
I used to hang out with them.
Apparently, we do not.
Jeffrey, I'm gonna have to say I do. I just tell something.
There you go, Roger. That's exactly what I
Roger understands.
Yeah. Hey, look, I know too, brother. I'm telling you, that shit could have happened right here.
Yep.
I went to dinner with some of them last night, and we were talking about shit from the old days. And I think we gave the waiter at the restaurant, which is where my other buddies and I went tonight, a couple of the other ones. I think we may have gave him some nightmares. I'm not real sure. He looked at us like, I need to go call my therapist afterwards.
Or the dude was like, I'm never putting 2 bags of ice and 2 12-packs of beer in a cooler and trying to rescue a naked guy ziplining across the river.
But what's fun though, when you got a group of friends like that, and a newbie comes in, like, and he don't know what's going on, and y'all. There was like one time my cousin had a birthday party. It was his 12th, so I'm a year younger, and maybe we're a little bit older, but so a few of them got out there and started running around. There was a security light, and I'm standing up there when this guy, he never had been out to one of their parties or whatever, and they weren't doing anything in particular, but one of them took off running after this cow, and they're like, get it, and I'm not thinking they're fixing to get killed. This dude from the city looked over at me. He said, "What they fixing to do?" I said,
Tip a cow.
You don't know what they're about to do? He said, "No." I said, "Hey, Ron ain't never done this before. Y'all saved the first one for him. That son of a bitch outrun hell." We couldn't find him for a little while.
So, some
I was
of
just
the
making
parties
stuff up,
we used to have here, some of my friends would, and I knew they weren't going to go nowhere, and they were like, "Well, let's let some of these heifers loose and see if they can catch them." And we were kind of in a controlled environment, and I said, "Those damn things ain't going to go any further than like right here around the building." So they'd try to get them, and finally, I'd just walk over there and just whisper to them, and they'd walk back into the pen, and they're like, "How the hell did?"
Wait, hold on. So you let heifers loose in a controlled environment, and you walked over there and whispered in their ear? Are we talking about?
I just looked at them. They know who the boss is.
Did this happen in the Middle East?
No.
I still got a few assholes around the group that argue with me.
I've seen this movie before. She backed up to an overturned bucket too, didn't she?
You gotta have them special rubber boots, Roger.
We got a few that just stand around and look at you like, "What are you gonna do about it?"
Oh, hold up.
If you really want to get mad, put on roller skates, Gary.
Milkman has a whole new meaning at this point. We call it we're gonna call him Milkman from now on.
Hey, tell them, Jeff, why you think women like farm boys?
I ain't gonna say why, but I know why.
Another way around the tape, Misty.
What you think getting ready for?
Hey, except for my ex-wife, I haven't had any complaints. So
if we get kicked off YouTube, just so everybody knows this is the greatest show ever.
Yep.
We had to break you in right on our show, Spencer.
Jeff ziplined into a fucking cow and whispered sweet nothings in its ear.
Good night, Gary. Thank you.
He's like, I gotta go.
See, Gary.
Yeah, Gary's morals can't hold up to this.
Gary's probably gonna go do an extra prayer tonight.
Yeah. Mark Green's gonna be saying, "Lord have mercy over me
tonight." Hey. Anita said Jeff was a full Monty. He was at least 3/4 Monty, I promise you.
He just said he ziplined into a kayak, and there are cows in the field that he
I ziplined next to the kayak. The kayak was there for safety purposes.
Whatever, Jeff. Same difference.
Just
that shit. If he'd have hit it in a kayak, he would have folded that damn thing up like a book.
I'll be right back.
Jeff, tell Greg to fuck off.
I'm just saying, I don't care who you are. You drop 50 feet and hit the middle of a floating kayak, that bitch is gonna wrap up. It's gonna slap you in the back of the head, the front, and
I could have landed in the middle of the kayak. I chose to land next to the kayak.
Yes, wild choice.
I wanted to make things more interesting.
Because you have complete control of aerodynamics while you're sliding down a zip line.
It was like 20-degree water. I was full expecting that shit.
He had to go through the ice.
It wasn't ice, but it might as well been. I'll be right back.
Okay.
That was your excuse too when you got out, wasn't it?
Jeff, you have to come back.
That's it. Hey, Misty, it's a known fact. Cold water causes shrinkage.
If Jeff doesn't come back, it's y'all's fault. And if you start on me, I'm going to invoke Jeff.
I don't think we've ever been able to run somebody off the show before.
Shit, he'll be right back. He's just got to go get a refreshment. I promise you.
Yeah.
I've laughed so much. I think I'm about to pass out. Like,
hey, Jeff's in there right now. Jeff's in there arguing with Alexa.
Yes.
Oh.
He said it was going so just swinging it.
Jeff's always sending me something about every day or calling me or something. It's always something.
Hurry, post the disclaimer.
Mate, Hillary, he's putting a damn zip line across his living room right now, so it may just be a bright white blur.
No, we got to put that back up.
I'm gonna protect one eye just in case.
I'm gonna barely peep. It's like a car wreck. You can't look away. Somebody's got to tell everybody else why I'm.
A fucking Tesla drove by, recorded that. Boom.
Oh,
I think I've cracked a rib.
oh, he's got clothes on.
Like, the only thing would have made it better, Jeff, if they'd put a beach towel around your neck like a cape, been flopping in the wind.
Spencer, in case you're wondering, this is a Diesel Rage.
Oh, those are good.
That's a strong one.
Those are good.
I've got a bunch of Man of Wars in there right now.
Yeah, Man of Wars are awesome.
Wow.
Jeff, that ain't getting you out of zipline naked though.
Yes.
Naked with a damn cow on it.
What is that? Like Rugrats cartoon where it had the little short fat kid that wore the cape?
Jeff, if you don't stand up to House whenever you're live and tell him to kiss your ass,
My God.
It's never gonna happen. You have to do it.
House is the reason I got into this. So.
Oh my God, that's disappointing.
Hey, I've created this, Spencer.
That's a sword tale. That's horrible.
Hey, it's the beard. You know,
That's it. He don't understand the power of the beard. If you'll go that in the years on out a little bit further, you'll see.
He's trying to do it.
I had the sides shaped up so they look good. So every month or so, I have them do that for me.
Hey, look, I'm telling you, the beard oil will give you wings, brother.
I love the beard oil.
Give you wings. For everybody that is following House as your idol, y'all are so mistaken. You are going down the wrong path.
Spencer, shh, it's a trap.
You are going down the wrong path. At some point, you're going to be ziplining naked and trying to land in a canoe.
Ain't no trying. I did it.
You just can't help yourself, can you? You just keep bringing it back up.
Hey, you don't know how much of an undertaking it was to take that zip line across that quarry and then wrap it around a tree. And we had to use a pickup and a Jeep to pull that thing tight enough to get it.
And then
one of the owners of the quarry shot the damn zip line with a 22-250, and we had to adjust the nick in the damn cable.
Golly.
So for anybody that's watching that don't know, and I don't know, is there like a zipline store?
You know, you gotta get you a piece of cable and connectors and a gun.
No, you cannot get away from this. He just said it took 2 vehicles to pull the zip line tight enough to get it around that tree. You cannot get off of that point and go on to something else. Hold on.
There wasn't a wrecker in 8 counties
It was
that
an
had anything left on it.
F-250 and a Jeep.
There you go, see?
And a 22-250. What'd you do? Shoot it across like on?
Yeah, one of my friends that actually owns the property, we were shooting stuff on the other side, and he was trying to shoot at something that was on the cable. I don't remember what happened, but
so then the cable wound up with a big nick in it.
Yeah, we had to adjust the cable.
Oh my God. Yeah, $3,000 worth of cable stretched across there for an egg to fly.
They got a construction company. It's fine.
I mean, it's just
This right here is exactly why I don't stay up late enough to do this kind of bullshit. There was a 22-250 that shot the cable across and it took an F-250 and a Jeep to pull it tight enough for you to zip line naked across through a damn dairy barn.
Hey,
When they were in a dairy barn, there were some dairy barns in the vicinity. But
all I'm saying is the next meet and greet, by God, I'm bringing some cable.
I'm bringing a 22
Hey, we will
250.
definitely hook one up. I ain't never made one apparently as big as
Now-
Jeff did. But
hey, I know where we could hook one up.
Hey, y'all. I'll look for a girl's bicycle to get on the way too.
There you go.
Hey, that. Oh
This
my
is the
God.
greatest James Bond story that was never told.
Out of all that stuff, I'm thinking, well, I'm sure you knew what you're doing, but I'm thinking that like the strength of the handlebars, how strong they would have to
Yeah.
been.
Yeah. Look, that's some. It must not been no regular Huffy.
Jeff, this is
Well, it's funny
what I
because
told you.
it was a modified
he was using a
handlebar that they
handlebar.
gave
A
me,
handlebar. That's a good idea.
and they had welded it to a roller. So I don't know. No.
Wait, was it like that? Was it like that super glue commercial that you put your head in a helmet and put a strap on? It's welded to the
Yeah.
like,
That's
roller.
what I'm talking about.
Jeff,
Jeff, I mean,
this-
you really should have. I mean, Jeff, you needed at least like a bicycle helmet and some water wings. That's like safety first, brother.
Jeff,
I
Jeff,
can't remember if they gave me a helmet or not.
Jeff, this is the point where you tell Greg and Roger to kiss your ass.
Oh my God.
That's supposed to be the guy in the kayak.
Hey, I donated Roger enough money to buy a table cover, so I don't.
Yep. Sure did.
Hey,
I'm like, Jeff, are you drunk?
There might have been a beagle standing on the keyboard. I don't know.
There might have been a beagle. Now there's a beagle involved.
Yep. If
I
y'all
might have
see,
to go
if
make
y'all,
sure that beagle's actually still in the house. Hold on a second.
Look, Jeff,
if y'all
if
see
y'all
my table cover with the Squatch and Holler logo, if I ever have it out anywhere, Jeff bought that.
look, yeah. I mean, hey, look, if they'd been below the Mason Dixon line, they would have been a state law that they couldn't have done that shit without banjo music playing.
It just the visual
He's
is
still
enough.
here. I forgot I locked him in the cage.
The beagle?
Yeah. There's a reason why he gets locked inside occasionally.
He's been in there since December of 2012.
That mother because he's fucking happy to see you not being naked and strumming across the zip
You at least have boots on, right?
When you hit the water, you got to make sure your toes is pointed down when you hit the water. If you don't,
Yeah.
by God, you fall 50 feet, hit flat footed. It's gonna be a bad day.
He had flippers on. He had some of those like dinosaur slippers.
That's called a Maryland bidet.
Well, you know, if it hadn't been for getting hooked up with you guys, Jerry and I wouldn't be doing what we are now with David. So it's
Man, y'all done that. Y'all done good. I'm proud of y'all.
Yeah. Y'all
And,
taking off.
we're working on right now. Next week, I got Harley Owens coming back on, and then I got the following week Flat Rock.
Cool.
That'll be a good one.
For the 11th. So yeah,
Hey,
and I've got a bunch that I'm putting on the list right now. So I'm pretty happy with that.
Jeff,
we just got
you're
to
gonna go
get
back
David
and
to
watch
talk a little more.
You're gonna go back and watch this show tomorrow and be like, "What the hell did I do? What did I say?"
Hillary said if you hadn't hooked up with us, Jeff, you'd be out tonight somewhere ziplining naked.
Well, I was already at the bar tonight, and I haven't seen some of my buddies I don't get to hang out with too much. 2 nights in a row, I had to go out with them. So I was already a little educated before I got back to the house.
Yes,
Let's
Anita.
just say Bullet Bourbon had a part to play in that.
Uh-huh.
Now it's Benchmark.
Oh, Benchmark is good stuff.
I tell you, for the price of that stuff,
Peyton gave me some Benchmark he found. His buddy found it and got 2 bottles, some of that foolproof.
yeah.
Yeah.
I got
It's
the top floor, and then I think I got another one sitting in there right now. I gotta go look at. This is the one I got right now is just a regular.
this one here. I'll have to sip on slow because it's 125 proof. It'll
Yes.
knock you. It'll knock you in the.
Let me go look and see which ones I got in here.
You get above, Roger. You get above 100
because
proof.
that's what
You get
that's
above
what
100
you
proof.
need. You have to go find some.
Roger, you get above 100 proof whiskey. That's like the skinny pedal to drunkism.
Oh, I know. That's why you have to be easy with it.
Y'all need to calm down. You done talk Milkman into going to look for some.
I know.
Look, Squirrel went away. Oh, there she is.
She's back.
I had to collect myself for a second, blow my nose and wipe my eyes and cry again.
I got top floor
Oh yeah, that's good.
and small batch.
Oh, the small batch is good.
I
also got my birthday, my Christmas present that I bought for myself.
That's right. Look,
The Widow Jane Decadence. And that one's a 91 proof.
wow.
That stuff is like water. It's
Wow.
Like the
I ain't
water
drink- no,
that
I ain't
you
drinking
drop
none
into
tonight.
if you were ziplining.
well, it's almost
naked.
$100 a bottle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Paul
So-
right there. Paul right there. Oh my God. Yeah, y'all have been sober doing this. Hey, look, Paul, this is us live action, brother. You just can't imagine us. You can't imagine us when we are inebriated doing it.
Paul,
I'm
did you
drinking
see our
water.
regular show today? Because that was us being moderated.
Yeah, we're just naturally high on life.
Man,
It wasn't benchmarks, Jeff had. There were older marks. Yes.
oh man,
Hey,
flapping
y'all,
in the wind.
River and his asking about how long he's been an Aboriginal.
no doubt. Hey, y'all, I got a good one I'll tell y'all about that we got into when I was a damn senior in high school. This big old lake right here that I live on. I mean, it's like 514 miles of shoreline. So this thing is massive, massive lake here in North Alabama. And my senior year, well, really 11th grade and 12th grade year, both, we was, and Misty, that's like pre-parole, 12th grade. That's pre-parole. So anyway, we were, she's muted.
Hold on.
There she is. There she is. But anyway, my 12th grade year, I had a Dodge 76 Power Wagon 4-wheel drive pickup. Had big mud grip tires on it and a roll bar in the back. And I had a bench seat. We'd built a bench seat across in the roll bar. And all the guys, we'd go down here to the lake to one of the big concrete bridges. And this bridge is way the hell off the water. It depends on how low the water is, on how high you are off the water. But anyway, we would go in from on one end of the bridge, and on the opposite end, you could drive around and go up under part of the bridge, and you could park, and it was a hell of a good swimming place. We'd go swimming, and we got where we was going a couple of days a week.
Happy birthday, Bubba.
Well, that day we decided, hey, let's go to the lake. Let's go to the lake. And they said, are you going to drive? I said, hell yeah, y'all bail in the truck. So I've got like me and 2 more guys in the cab, got 3 guys on the back of the truck, and we tear out. Look, everybody's done got on their shorts, swimsuits, whatever. I hit this big, I mean, it's an asphalt road, 2-lane highway across this big ass lake. And the bridge at this time, that actual day was probably 65, 70 feet off the water. Well, I stopped, and they're hitting on top of the truck. Just stopping the bridge, stopping the bridge. We're going to jump off. I said, okay. Well, the door opens on my truck. One of the guys gets out.
Shit I used to be involved in.
Yeah. Well, look, one of the boys jumps out of the front where I'm at. The other three dive out of the tailgate, and they're standing in the middle of this concrete bridge. And I nail the gas, go off the end of the bridge, and just as I turn to go up under it, I look, and one of my buddies, and he's a big old boy. He's about 6'4", and back then he weighed about 240, pure muscle, and he wound up played college football at Middle Tennessee. So he's a big old boy. I look, and all four of these guys are in the middle of the bridge, like on the center line. They don't walk over and like look down. He just takes a run and go. He was going to be the first one to jump off the bridge. Well, about the time I round the corner and look back where they're at, I can see the water because I'm looking beside the bridge. My buddy takes about 3 big strides. His foot goes up on this concrete railing, and he jumps kind of straight up in the air, and he goes down feet first, kind of right by the bridge. Well, where he decided to jump, and he didn't look, that was where the big concrete piers, big as a car, go down in the water. And the water is probably 100 feet deep. He's plummeting, and I'm looking, and there's 2 old men probably in their 70s sitting in a damn fiberglass crappie boat by that pier. He's going through the air, his feet's kicking, and when he comes down, he misses the side of the boat right between these 2 men, one in the front, one in the back. He's in the middle of their boat, and he misses the boat about probably 16 inches and hits the water. So this big old 240 foot or 240 pound 6'4" kid comes flying through the air and hits the water like a boulder. When he splashes, these 2 old men are drenched, water pouring off their heads. My buddy comes up fighting for air. He said when he started falling, he looked down and seen the boat, and he said, oh, shit. Well, hell, he's swatting and swinging, trying to fly, not to go in the middle of their boat. And he missed that boat about that far, went right beside it when he hit the water. He come up, and them old men cussed him till a fly wouldn't have lit on him. And he was spitting water and apologizing.
Well, y'all know I'm scared of heights. I never would even, that would have scared me if I'd have been there and saw somebody do that. That reminded me, there was a guy, he was telling me a similar story. They pulled up at the rock crusher, and he was going to be the first one out of the truck and the first one to jump where they normally would jump, you know. And he said, Roger, I jumped before I looked, and I'm looking down, and he said, I saw something floating, and it looks like I'm going to hit right in the middle of it, and I can't do anything about where I'm going to land. He said he barely missed it. It was a dead body floating.
What?
And he hit and went down, and he thought that's what it was. He said, when I come up, it had come apart, and I was gagging and puking, and everybody's hollering. And they had to get the cops and stuff down there. But he said, I've never jumped off of anything since then.
Sometimes.
Guys, I'll be back. The dog's at the door barking. I got to take them out.
You better take a gun with you.
Spencer, I think Anita that's in here, I think Anita was the one that was on.
She was on Misty's. She was on Miss V's tonight.
Miss V's tonight. Okay.
I didn't get to catch that because I was out. Okay.
She is the one that's doing the Alabama Bigfoot conference thing, and
Hillary.
Yeah, she's doing. I think she actually puts that whole thing on. But anyway, Anita, I'm sorry because tonight we're like wild. Usually we're talking about our regular shows. We actually have guests that's had encounters, and we go over that. Our night owls is usually we just blow off steam and cut up and give everybody a good laugh.
Yeah, I'm just here for the unprofessional portion of the show.
Yeah, but Anita, to catch you up, a little tidbit to catch you up to speed. Spencer's been researching Bigfoot for how many years?
I don't know. I get between 8 and 9.
Yeah, and I mean,
I just started doing this last year, so.
Yeah, Roger, when did you have your Bigfoot sighting? When
I was 14, but nothing happened for like 35 years after that. But
yeah. Now Roger's got back into it full bore because he's had some encounters. Matter of fact, him and his son found some footprints here at my place. Misty is part of the the SAS group, which is Southern Appalachian Sasquatch Seekers.
Yep.
She's from Tennessee. But now I'm in North Alabama, and I've been basically living around boogers for 25 years.
Well,
And
I would say this, Anita, if you've never seen any of our stuff, I'm sorry that this is your introduction to us. This is our bullshit time where we are just being ourselves and cutting up and everything. But if you want to talk about Bigfoot though, ma'am.
I feel bad now because we got a new person in there tonight, and we're all being assholes. So
Anita, I saw Anita down there when we went last year. Didn't you go, Greg, to Anniston?
Yeah, I went to Anniston, but I don't think I ever talked to her.
Well, I saw her talking to Martin and maybe it was Barton there. I think it was. I can't remember who all was there, but
if Martin was there, Barton and Daryl were probably there.
maybe I can't remember exactly. And then Phyllis, is that the one we met y'all at for the first time? I think.
Yeah, that's where Phyllis and them came to.
Yes,
Flat Rock and Mark Green, and we were all just hanging out. And
the bottom line would be this, Anita, if you in case you don't know, Alabama is absolutely loaded with boogers, and it's loaded with people that know a lot about boogers. And normally on our regular show, we do a lot of stuff about this. This is not the show for that. This is not the show for that. We're talking about Jeff Milkman Garrington ziplining naked into a damn kayak through a dairy barn. That it took two vehicles.
We didn't go into a dairy barn, but there was some dairy barns close to there. But
Jeff, hold on.
Anita's from Alabama. She's from Alabama.
Yeah, she is from Alabama.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where at in Alabama, but yeah.
She said my first sighting was on a date. Hold on. Hey, Anita, I might have heard that. I might have heard your did you do that story on a podcast? I might have heard that. But anyway, ma'am, either way, please message us, get to know us. I mean, we can be serious when it comes to the booger thing. This ain't that right now. But anyway, and we have meet and greets and all that kind of stuff, and we have, whatever, 100 plus people coming.
Yeah,
all that kind of stuff.
I think LBL back last April, I think we probably pushed over 200 people that actually showed up. Now we had 120 something that count.
We had 125 that were on the books. I don't know how many people were actually there overall coming in now. But
yeah.
Anyway, hey, but I would love to talk to you though, just so you know, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'll probably try to go back to Anniston. Roger, are you gonna try to go back?
I'll try. Yeah, if I'm healed up and capable.
Yeah.
That's that's where Wendell lives too, ain't it?
Yeah, Wendell. Yeah, Wendell's like the honorary weekend mayor of Anniston, I think.
Wendell is the unofficial Bigfoot police for all of us.
Yeah, he's the chief.
Yeah, I'll say this though: in Mary Fabian's doing that camp out in Michaud, which is right above. Hold on, I gotta think about this for a minute. Gettysburg. Sorry, it's only like an hour and a half maybe from me.
Yeah.
In April, so I'm planning on being up there. If anybody's on the East Coast that wants to go to that, get a hold of her.
anybody's on the East Coast, people in Florida are not driving up there to meet you, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff
Calm down.
is like he's after this, he's gonna be an internet celebrity.
I tell you, you guys, if it hadn't been for this, I wouldn't have gotten into it last year. It was between that and my grandfather passing, who was the one that got me started in it. I probably wouldn't.
River, be quiet.
Hey, you know, Jeff, did you like when you was a teenager? Did you jam out to any music by Kentucky Headhunters?
Hell
daddy
yeah,
was-
I did.
My daddy was the milkman.
No, he was going to Vanilla Ice.
No doubt.
But I tell you, it's been quite a adventure.
Is Misty going to get her down another Scooby snack or what's she doing?
Misty, is the goat giving birth? Do you need me to write you out a calving plan? What's going on up there?
She's taking a ride in that Mustang.
Yeah.
No.
I tell you, if she had just told me this in advance, my dad is the one that runs all of our calving operations. He could have gave her a calendar for that freaking goat, and it probably would have calved about the same time.
Her
Told it what.
goat's got a tumor. It ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's got a tumor.
I'm starting to suspect that because
Her goat is not pregnant. Her goat was abducted by aliens. There are foreign entities that have influenced the way that goat looks. Don't want to say
that goat should have kidded already.
Twice.
Oh, man.
It's not a tumor. It's not a tumor.
No, that's
Not tumor.
What? Oh me, y'all.
Yes, Hillary. Yes. But it's not just that. There's more to it than that.
Really? Is your goat out of bowel movement like last 6 months? You sure that ain't
No.
wrong?
Okay, listen, I was wrong on the date. I know exactly what happened. I knew that she was bred late, but I didn't think it was like this much too late.
I don't know. Me and Roger was picking out names for damn goat puppies at like Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Well, I
yeah.
forgot the damn neighbors
Yeah.
were going on vacation at that time.
We had the biggest full moon ever in the history of the universe, and it didn't give birth. So I was like, something's wrong.
I bet there was a hell of a full moon went across down Maryland when that damn zipline was in process.
What does that mean? Who is the ICP?
Oh shit!
Insane clown posse.
Wendell's going wild tonight. He
Oh.
just sent me a picture of moonshine.
That was on my show the other night. We were talking about Todd Standing, and the guy from Insane Clown Posse said he invited him up. He was making fun of Todd Standing.
Man,
Insane clown posse.
Yeah.
stop, y'all.
God damn, it's going wild tonight.
Hey,
Hey,
Spencer, you not like their music.
I asked Todd Standing to do the show.
No.
Yes.
When? I
Uh,
just got back in here and caught that.
half a year ago.
Really?
Yes. Look, I want him on to say what he has experienced and to explain what the hell those pictures were. And
Yeah.
yes, if he's willing to do Todd Standing, if you ever watch this show, hey, we're open minded. I want to have you on here. If you don't think that we're open minded, look, we have Jeff on here, and he's talking about fucking ziplining naked through a damn creek that took
It
2
happened.
strokes to pull.
We can talk about anything.
Yes, Todd
There's
Standing.
plenty of people in Maryland that would talk about that story.
I bet there are. No, I did not know
Yeah,
Insane Clown
it was
Posse.
Violent J. That's right. Um, see, Jeremiah doesn't do many face to
Oh
face
God, Naomi's on
video
here. I'm gonna screw her
interviews.
for life.
And when he contacted him, he's like, I'm gonna, like film it. And this guy showed up in full makeup, and he told this story about when he lived in Michigan when he was younger. He was going for a run, and he went into the park, and he swears he saw a Bigfoot, and he's been interested in it ever since. So um, it was
We need to get
it's
him
kind of a
on
wild
here.
episode to watch.
That I've been thinking about something, Spencer. When old Misty's got that voodoo doll of you, and that when every time you get a back pain, I figure it's probably from a damn safety pin shoved in that thing. So now what I'm worried about is now that Misty's laughed so hard tonight with Jeff, if she makes scrambled eggs tomorrow, she gonna like crack Jeff's back when she breaks some eggs, puts them in the damn pan.
I think it's all like what she says before.
It may be what it is.
Yeah.
She's dropping them from way up high and seeing how they land. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It
I'll be
gets
getting now
expensive. You
I'll be
better
getting a
hurry
damn
up.
text from Jeff in the morning. He'll be getting out of bed trying to go milk the cows. Can't hardly walk. What the hell?
I got my helper in there tomorrow morning, so we're good.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Jeff, I've long heard like if a cow won't produce milk when it's supposed to, it's because a witch has cursed you. And just so you know, you need to keep
We
that in
won't
mind.
deal with that
tomorrow.
shit for long. That thing will be on the list to the call department. So
That's right.
it's kind of like HR for the dairy industry.
I would
You
never
gonna,
do
you
something
gonna
like
string
that.
that
to you,
thing
Jeff.
across the river and just drop it in?
What?
Some of them old milk cows will make a hamburger too tough to chew.
She said, hold on. Anita said, I am interested in Bigfoot groups. Ma'am, I don't know what to call us. We're not necessarily a Bigfoot group. We definitely know a lot about boogers, but this ain't the most serious show you would ever watch if you can't
Well,
tell.
it's not
Especially not ours.
the late
I mean,
nights.
if you want,
Not the late nights. Not the late. Our regular show's pretty. We can stay on course sometimes.
Sometimes. Did you
sometimes.
see our show today?
Our show today was pretty snazzy. I mean, look at our
I
guests
thought
we
it
had.
was pretty good. I wish I had started at the beginning, but I was out looking at a freezer to put in the barn. But you had Mary, and Mary's my favorite as far as East
Man.
Coast goes.
Yeah, she's my
Anytime.
husband's favorite too. How about that shit?
I don't even know what Jeff is talking about. We were like way off the rails. Jeff's like, I was looking at a freezer to put in the barn.
A walk-in freezer.
Where are
Hey,
we
y'all.
going with this?
I got to say
Yeah.
something.
I got
I
to
gotta-
put more beef in the freezer. Okay.
So
Oh.
some of the people in chat tonight on my show, I didn't look at the chat. I knew y'all were being funny, and some of the guests were like snickering and trying to whatever. I went back and watched, and just for the chat, it,
God damn it.
you talking about going off the rails, Naomi? Funny. Y'all just need to go watch it just to watch the chat. What is this show?
Man, I love Naoma.
Yeah, I miss Naomi. I haven't seen her much in a while.
Yeah.
Jeff, we just had Neoma on like 3 months ago.
I never had Naomi on.
Yeah, we did.
Roger.
Yes,
Oh, that's when that's been a while ago. That's a long time, Spencer.
3 months is not a long time, Yarrington. Pay attention.
Roger. I'm gonna let a cat out of the bag, and I want to just tell you this because I thought it was kind of humorous. Spencer was talking about today about trying to do something small, just like very small group to actually do some legitimate boogering instead of just like fellowshipping at the meet and greet, and was talking about certain places we could go. And I told him, I said, well, I got something kind of planned. I said, I don't know if you'd want to go. I'm not sure, but if you want to, I may have something lined up. I said, I don't know. I was planning on like him and Misty because, you know, I'm going to carry like 2 people, limited 2 that I'm carrying. And it's going to be like a small, probably 6 or 8 person excursion. And I told him, I said, I don't know if you want to go. Where at? I said, well, the point at Coonbo's farm where everything goes down. And so, yeah, Coonbo had called me this week and said that he was wanting to, when the weather gets a little better, he said, man, I'm ready to go camping and see if we can't call some up.
Oh,
I said,
Lord.
where are we going? He said, well, I thought we'd just like a real small group of us, 6 or 8, go out on the point and camp for a couple of nights. So, yeah, that's probably maybe in line if I can get Spencer drugged down here from Virginia and Misty from Tennessee. So, yeah, we may, that's what we was talking about is maybe we could do a live from Coonbo's Point.
Yeah. Wow. Hey, you need to carry me down there one day so I can meet him down there. Maybe we can get a booger rock.
All I can tell you is if you go to Coonbo's, turn the damn recorder on as soon as you pull in the driveway and do not turn it off.
Hey, just for the experimental purposes of going to Coonbo's, I'll turn everything off.
Roger, I'm kind of ashamed of myself that I hadn't took you to Coonbo's.
I know. Well, we had talked about it at one time, but I don't know if he was sick or what was going on.
Oh no, we need to go up there. It ain't but 50 miles from here.
I know.
Greg, hopefully when I come to Alabama, we'll go to Coonbo's, and I will for experimental purposes, I will just turn everything off. Just for
Jeff, right there on that point.
No.
From that point where we'll be camping, the river, the Tennessee River. I mean, you're right.
I remember you telling me about it.
Yeah, you take about 3 steps from where we'll camp, and you'll fall about 50 feet into the Tennessee River off of a bluff. But from there across the river's about 1.5 miles wide. So you could pull like an Evel Knievel session of zip lining 1.5 miles.
You can land on a bar.
We'd have to get Kuba's blessing on that for me to do a Evel Knievel zip line across.
I'm telling you right now, if we all get together and we can rig up a freaking zip line, don't think we won't try to really put one up. No shit.
Hey, if everybody's all right with it, I'll take a naked zip line across.
I'm not saying naked.
No, yes.
Yeah, had to throw the naked in there. It's all about the bacon and the wind.
No. I am totally all right with it.
Even Kudo would probably be like, yeah, I think it's all right. Let's take it across there.
Hell, knowing Kimbo, he'd be right behind you.
Oh, God.
So,
if
y'all
that was the case, I would be honored to have a naked Kudo behind me zip lining.
It's got to be naked. What is up with you where everything has to be naked?
I'll wear a tin hat, but it ain't going to be
second teacher in my mind ever.
All I can tell you, always naked.
All I can tell you, we ain't doing no damn Woodwalker calendar.
Hey, it can be as offline as you want to be. I don't get. All I want to do is I went across Coonbo's farm. That's all.
I was kind of shocked. Coonbo kind of gave me an honorable mention in that thing he's talking about the other day. But man, did y'all ever watch that?
Yeah, I did.
I didn't get to the end, but I watched part of it.
I didn't know you saw one right there while they were.
I watched part of it.
Well,
but he did a great show on that.
He did kind of fub up a little bit. I saw an outline. I could hear it. I didn't get a good look at it. But the damn thing walked right beside the truck. I'm sitting up in there with a damn broke leg. Him and Troy's down there in front cutting a tree out. And the thing walked right down that ditch, breaking limbs, bipedal walking, walked right by the damn truck. It couldn't have been 20 feet. But all I could see was like the limbs, just a little bit of light spillage of the headlights in there. And I could just see something. And it had to be within 20 feet. It walked right by. It come from behind the truck and it walked right down. It would walk a little bit and stop. And it would break in limbs, and it walked down there and got down in front of. They were about 40 feet in front of me, cutting this tree out of the road. And I'm like up there going, well, shit, this damn thing's sneaking up on them. And finally, I just like, hey. And Troy looks around, and I turn the interior light on, and I'm like motioning. And he's like, what? I stuck my head out and I said, get y'all's ass in the truck. What? I said, get in the damn truck. There's a damn booger right here. And by God, they loaded up.
That was at Kumbo's, wasn't it?
Yes, that was Spencer, where he was talking about the little swag where we were all in my truck, and you filmed that in the tree that night with the thermal.
Yeah.
We were coming out, and you were filming out the passenger side window. All right, that tree that you filmed those in, that's the swag. If you come up where we went down and then went back up to his house, right there is where that happened.
I was gonna say, whenever he took Misty and the girls over there, and they had to take a piss in the woods, all them girls, and he was worried about that. He said that there was something right there at that point too.
The craziest thing I've ever witnessed boogering was me and Troy was at Coombo's. It was me and Jack and Coombo, Jimmy Osmer. God, I can't remember. There was about 7 or 8 of us that night. And we decided we was going to bounce around North Alabama boogering that night. And that was one of the first times, I guess, that Jack had ever been to Coombo's. And we got to talking about, Coombo was talking about the cave. And, y'all all heard him talk about the cave on his farm. Well, we rode around through his farm and called a few times and got some answers. And we decided we was going to go to some more places. Well, look, y'all, this is like 1 a.m. And Jack's like, y'all, who wants to go with me? I'm like, where? Go where? I want to walk down this trail. Coombo said it's only a few hundred yards down. Now, look, it's off in a down big ravine in the woods. He's like, I'm going to go down there to that cave. What? Yeah, I'll go down there. I want to go down there and see it. I'm like, dude, it's 1 a.m., middle of the damn night. And you want to go down here to the Booger Cave and go up in it? Well, yeah, I want to go down. Nope. Troy's like, you better don't. And Coombo's like, yeah, well, yeah, probably no, well, that's negatory. But yeah, Jack he didn't care. He was going to bottle down in there. I thought,
Hey, that's like the people trying to tell Jeff not to fucking zip line naked through the middle of the woods over the damn creek to land in a kayak. Everybody's like, no, don't do it, but he's going to do it anyway.
You got to listen to your heart, don't you, Jeff?
Hey, y'all, look, if they'd have gave me $20,000 and a Barrett 50 cal to walk down there to that damn cave and back, it wouldn't happen. Ain't no way. Nope.
Hey,
Jeff, I was watching when he was driving the truck when they were videotaping on Flash of Beauty.
Yeah,
I'm like, there's going to flash to a scene where they're all screaming. And he's running like 80 miles an hour down a narrow road, but I didn't get it.
Y'all, well, look, anybody that watched that video, if y'all watched that Flash of Beauty deal he done the other day, when he's standing out there on the point. That's exactly right there where he was at. That's where we all got out of the truck. And he said, well, hey, Rick Ward, let them know we're here. And he goes,
yes,
and does this big yell.
Yes.
And they're like 3, 2, 1. You hear this whoa back at us. And I look over at Spencer. I said, is that good enough? I said, you get that? He goes, my recorder's in the truck.
Look, when I watched that, it was amazing. But there was a part where I laughed. He's giving them the tour outside, and he's walking around, and he's talking about them throwing rocks. He said, I got a whole big pile of them up yonder. Well, I'll give every one of y'all one. I'm thinking, boy, Spencer don't need to see this.
No doubt.
He does.
He finally got one, though, didn't he?
I got one. Well, if y'all never heard the damn story, though, Coombo was talking about the pile of booger rocks whenever we went there. And we were all like standing around him listening like school kids around the principal and everything. And then he walked over. He was talking to me about the booger rocks. And Misty was back here like 8 feet away. And she wasn't even paying attention. The squirrel was like off in her own little world. And he went over and got one of those damn rocks, and he walked back and he was holding it up. He's like, here's one of them. And she said something to him, and he walked right past me and handed her that booger rock. And I was standing there like, oh, because I thought he was talking to me. But no, he walked past me and gave her that damn booger rock. And I'm telling y'all what, if I'd had the booger rock in my hand, I'd have murdered everybody within a 50-foot radius.
What can I say? My hug was better than your handshake.
Hey, look, here's the priceless part of that was he's talking to Spencer. And Misty, like Spencer said, she's about 8 foot over here beside him. And Kumbo is like, he's got this rock and he like starts handing it out and he's going towards Spencer and it just like goes out and it curves. And Spencer is like reaching with both hands to get it. And then it just tracks away from him. And he just like swings around and hands it to Misty. And Spencer is standing there like fucking Gollum going, precious. And it just like his face just melts, just whoa. And I said, well, Kumbo, you got some more of them. Spencer'd probably like to have one. He said, oh yeah, I got a bunch of them. I thought, shit, if he don't, my brother and sister's fixing to roll around, throw punches in the yard.
I wasn't even second
Spencer
fiddle.
thought he could have really took me. He would have fought me over there.
I wasn't even second fiddle. I was fourth or fifth, like violin at that point, or like the bass.
Look, I'm telling y'all straight up. Everybody thinks I'm kidding. If it had been an 800-pound rock in Kumbo's yard that he said a booger rolled out there, Spencer Jameson would have went and rented a skid steer to load it up, bastard up. It would have went back to Virginia.
Hey, I would have lifted that MFer by hand and put it in the back of the truck.
Hey, no, the motherfucker was talking to me, and he walked by me with that damn rock, and he walked to Squirrel, and that was like the worst insult in the world. He walked right to her and gave her the damn thing.
He didn't see you, Spencer. Don't blame him.
It was
He was looking.
I feel like I would have been the one to be like, hey, y'all, you think we should let them know they're there? The damn thing probably would have been like bouncing off of me or something. That's probably what would have happened.
One of my favorite, when y'all were up there and y'all did recording, one of my favorite ones, I barely knew y'all. And Misty, I hadn't been to the man cave yet or anything, and Misty was recording, and apparently they left her out on the porch by herself, and all of a sudden you hear something, and Misty's going, Mark.
That was here at my man cave. That was on my porch.
Yes. That was whenever.
Trust me, I know I sounded scared, but I told him, I said, I went and knocked on the door. I said, Mark, I said, pinch that shit off. I said,
I don't care if it's hanging. Come on.
Greg and I went to a convenience store in the middle of freaking nowhere, 15 miles away, and they were there at Greg's man cave. That was the first time. Yeah. And Misty had stuff going on out there. And y'all, I know nobody's going to believe this. It's impossible to explain, but she had a recorder going. I had a recorder going. And whenever we get back, I was like, holy shit. And I went back and listened on the recorder, and you could hear the thing vocalizing. And I tried to back it. I tried to back it up, and I was like, holy shit, I found it. And whenever I went to press play for her, I don't know what I hit on that stupid Sony recorder, but it deleted it. But Misty and Mark Newbill heard it.
I had a recorder out too and caught it.
Yeah, I know, but you couldn't find it on yours neither.
No, I did find it.
Yeah, because you hear the metal hit. We stepped on that piece of metal down there in the woods.
You can hear me telling Mark, because you guys are gone, and I'm like, I said, Mark, he said, he's going to kill me. He said, I got to go take a shit. And I said, Mark.
Mark ruined the whole thing by going to the bathroom.
Yeah, but yours was further away, and
he had a better,
I had a better recording of the thing actually vocalizing, and I tried to play. I was like, holy shit, I got it, and I tried to play it for her, and I deleted it.
I knew what was going to happen as soon as he got up because I was out. That was going to leave me by myself. And I said, Mark, as soon as you leave, you know what's going to freaking happen. I said, you better hurry up. I said, you're going to miss something. He said, well, I'll be back when I can. He goes in and I'm sitting there, I don't know, maybe 20, 30 seconds. Yeah. And straight across in front of me, across the creek on the other side, a damn one good solid knock. And I went, no effing way. You can hear me saying, and I listened, and I was like,
yes.
I was like, there's
me
two.
And Greg and Heather.
Then I heard another one, and then that's when you hear me get up, and I'm going, Mark.
Yeah. What, Roger?
Well, so like weird stuff happens when you're there, and we ain't had anything real crazy. We found the prints, but Misty and JR and Heather and me and Greg, and we're all sitting out there and just talking. Misty turned the porch light off at one time. And I said, oh, I'm going in the house. I'm not sitting out here in the dark. So she turned it back on, and we're talking, and all of a sudden this owl, I mean close, popped off, and Greg looked. How many years did you say since you'd heard an owl up there? It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Well, Roger, at the same time, I mean, you've actually seen this stuff firsthand.
Oh yeah.
Whenever you went to LBL, you had stuff happen.
Yeah.
And it took you. I mean, you were with Heather.
Yeah.
And it took y'all a minute to go, I don't know if I'm going to tell anybody about this.
Yeah.
Because it just, well, I mean, my point is mentally, it takes you a second to go, holy shit, this is happening. And then to be able to tell somebody, because you don't want to look like you're crazy.
Right.
You don't want to look like you're exaggerating or anything like that.
Yeah.
It takes you a damn minute to build up the whole, like, hey,
well,
y'all, this just happened.
Well, I called you first, but the thing was, if I'd have seen one thing or, either or, it'd have been something, but I was still, the adrenaline was still going from seeing the wolf and all that crazy crap, and then not being able to see it, and Heather seeing that vapor, she called it, go across the road in front of the truck, and I didn't see that. So there's some things going on there, and then I'm trying to process because it was amazing. It was the biggest dog I've ever seen, and with the red, when it turned and looked at us, and the red eye glow was, it just like it lit on fire. So, I'm kind of adrenaline's going, and we get a few miles down the road, and I slam on the brakes because this huge. If it was a pig or a bear, it was a big son of a gun. You know what I mean? And what got me was, I told Spencer this, I didn't see a tail, I didn't see an elbow, I didn't see an ear. All of that gives you clues of what you're looking at. It was a big, huge, black whatever. And the thing was, it was the side of the road was like this, but the back was level. So immediately I'm thinking the front legs had to be longer than the back legs. And so I slam it in reverse and back up, and it right into the woods it goes. So,
hey, well, if it makes you feel any better, two things. Number one, whenever you grow up, like out there hunting, fishing, camping, you grow up out there in the woods. I mean, all of y'all know this. You get to a point where you're so familiar with what you're seeing that, like, even a silhouette or a little bit of a movement, you can tell if it's a deer, a bear, a cougar, you know what I mean? A fox, even the way that it moves. You can tell it. Number two, if you have been driving down a road in the middle of the night, nobody was around, and you saw a fucking naked egg sliding down a zip line with flapping bacon, would you have told anybody? I wouldn't.
I don't know about that
one.
You would have to.
Well, holding the handlebars, I'm wondering now if one of his fingers was glowing.
If you see Jeff going across on a freaking zip line, he was holding the handlebars.
He was holding the handlebars, getting that little bicycle bell, bling bling.
It's been like the
Sparks
movie
flying.
E.T. when they was going up in the
I was holding
bicycle.
hey, I was holding the handlebars like this.
His finger, Jeff, does your finger glow?
It might have. I don't know. It was January. It was like February, March. It was like right there in that cold ass position.
I don't know if his fingers were glowing, but he's already talked about corralling the damn deer and backing them up against a bucket. So who knows what was on his fingers? Jeff, you signed up for this. Damn it. You had every opportunity to not be here.
Jeff has been a superstar tonight. He's adapted and overcome.
That's what I was going to say. Speaking of, right quick, for anybody, because we do have some new people in here. Y'all, obviously, it's our show because you're here, but Roger is Squatch and Holler, and Jeff, Milkman here, is off from Old Line. So y'all check out their channels too.
Yep. Yeah. This is a collaboration of blowing off steam is what this is.
Yep.
We're solving world problems.
I was about to go to bed. I was headed to bed 2 hours ago.
I'm the right hand of Old Line, so
I don't want to be associated with the right hand of anything for blowing off anything.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Yeah. That's the strong hand.
I'm the strong hand.
Yes.
Everything that they're talking about, I'm not a part of.
Come on, Spencer, you ain't the left hand of anything as far as.
Oh my God!
Unless it's like Sunday afternoon.
Oh Lord! I'm just glad we got Spencer up this late to get on here.
I will say though, Spencer's between Spencer and Greg was the reason I started even thinking about coming on. And then I finally did it, and Spencer was stupid enough to get me on the show. So now I'm here, and I'm between me and Jerry, we started our own thing. So then we brought David Blaylock into it. We won't talk about our third
house. Jeff said between you and me, he was like, and now I'm here.
Y'all
have to deal with it. Now I'm here.
I'm getting another cigar. This is stupid. I'm tired.
Oh God.
The diesel is done. I'm going to get one of the. Hold on, I gotta go get one of the Man of Wars out. I'll be right back.
He's getting the Excalibur.
You got the low IQ stogie.
Jeff is telling everybody on YouTube, he's like, "Hey, I admire you. I like you, and now I'm here, and y'all have to deal with that shit."
Well, hey, at least he hadn't fallen asleep yet.
This is true, son. We kept him on his toes.
Hey, I've never. Hey, if he falls asleep on here, then
if he falls asleep on here, we're going for another hour, just telling like Jeff jokes the whole time.
At that point, it's like literally gonna become a damn egg roast.
Well, what you can do if he falls asleep, we can just all leave and leave it going for how long.
Here's
on big screen.
Roger, that is a great idea.
We have the Jeff cam.
That way somebody can figure out how to call 911 in Maryland. Oh, all I can tell y'all, look, if we hadn't put a
Greg, I know what you're talking about. I know you're talking about the other night with you, me, and Pat Noble.
Yeah, me and Pat stayed up an extra hour and a half making sure he didn't burn the house down because he went to sleep with a cigar in his mouth.
That is a
ruination.
That's a armada.
Oh, it looks like the ruination. Okay,
it's an armada.
There, anything for Man of War is a good cigar.
It is a wonderful cigar.
Look, y'all, honestly, if somebody's watched this tonight and they've hung in here with us, if they hadn't smiled or laughed, something is bad wrong.
How long
Look,
are we?
that's like when we do our shows. If you're not laughing, I don't want you in there because you're a bunch of assholes.
Um,
Go on, get.
How
Yeah.
long?
Oh, let me
Hold
see.
on.
if y'all,
Hey, we're not here to make friends. We're here to make everybody laugh. So if you can't handle it, get the hell out of the kitchen.
We don't. I don't give a shit how big your feet are. Get the hell out of here.
Oh,
man.
In other words,
Oh,
if you don't laugh at Jeff, fuck you.
I can't get this out of my mind. It's like I'm wondering what the wind.
We've got about 370 on our subscribers right now. If you got a problem with that, you can kiss my ass. So
I wonder what the wind chill was as you were flying through there. That would, like if you're on a 4-wheeler and you get up about 30 miles an hour.
I bet he had some turtle action. What do you bet?
live action. That's what we don't live action. We don't want that after.
It'd be like, come on, little buddy, it's all right. Come on back out here. It's all okay. Come on.
in case none of y'all have ever seen this shit before, just so you know, Roger is just now piping up, and Jeff is getting like overly verbal. So this is right now. This is the point where it gets really good. We could go 2 more hours with this kind of stuff. We just let them talk.
Oh yeah, yeah. I understand.
I'll tell you, one
Look.
night there's going to be like a 7-hour show.
No, Roger's already done that.
We done a
He
6
did a
hour.
6-hour. I fell asleep for the 6 hour and came back. So
A lot of people did. Bobby Ounce was like watching at the first of her shift and watched it the whole time. She about ready to leave work.
Oh yeah.
Roger had a 6-hour marathon, y'all. If you've never seen that, you should go back and watch that.
that is one of the best shows I've ever watched. If Kuhnbo had shot the camera, that would have been the internet for the evening.
Man, if you'll watch during that when he's pistol waving,
You can see
I
Greg
swear.
go.
me and Rogers both going. It's acting.
You watch the gun guys in the group going.
Did I rack one in it?
You just wait for that Ruger 380 to take out the camera. Is what you're doing.
Yeah. It was so close to the
I was
camera,
good.
it looked like an 80 caliber pistol. I'm like,
Did you ever notice if Kumo does a show, or if you ever talk to him on the phone, if he goes for more than 1 hour or an hour and a half on a show, he's always eating something.
That's exactly what I was about to say. You'll sit there and eat a full meal.
I already told Greg for our 100th episode, we're gonna get him to come on. We're gonna get Kumo to do it. We're gonna have at least like a 2-hour phone conversation before that.
A 2-hour phone conversation ain't anything.
Look,
That
Kumbo, y'all.
Hey, I remember the one time I had a phone conversation with Greg that lasted almost 4 hours.
No.
The first 2.5 hours, I didn't even realize that Al was there. And he's like, "Yeah, Al's right here." We were talking about all the stuff that they were doing, and it's like, "Yeah, Al's sitting right here next to me." I'm like 5 feet away, and I was like, "The fuck did you let Al talk?"
He's over watching TV.
Yeah, Al's just over there watching TV.
Here's where Greg and I go. We're texting a little bit. Then I'll call. Then I'm like, hell, I'll be down there in a minute.
Yeah, that's wrong. That's wrong.
And then for the next like 3 hours, Greg will tell you, "Oh, well, you need to check this place out, and we gotta go over here." And then we'll talk about Civil War shit for an hour and a half, and
What was funny?
Hey, it's
what was
the
funny about
shit
that
that I
show?
love. So
I I don't even remember what we talked about. I need to go back and watch it in sections.
It'd be easier to name what we didn't talk about, Roger.
I tell you, if you had a show for every time one of us talked to Greg, we could make like.
Look, I could call Roger just to ask him if it was storming up there in Tennessee where he lives, and we'd talk for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Well, hell, the other day, Greg called me after I sent him a message about something, and we talked about Hank Jr. and Mary Carter's paint store for 2.5 hours.
So I'll have a question for Greg. I said, hey, Greg, I was going to keep you for a minute. Like 2 hours later, like, man,
no. You don't look. I don't even answer Greg. If
I know.
I literally sent him a picture of something, and I get a picture of Mary Carter's paint store, and I'm like,
yeah. I mean,
he's like, yeah, he lived right here in Allison, Alabama, and I was like, well, I kind of knew that. And then we got on for an hour about Mary Carter's paint store.
Yeah.
Now I know the whole history of Hank Jr. in Alabama.
Wait,
you can't leave out details.
Crystal, you're lucky. Wait, just hold on.
And Greg's now trying to buy Hank Jr.'s pistol from Mary Carter's paint store.
Yeah, I know, old man. He's got a couple of handguns that he traded Hank Jr. out of. And he screwed up and told me he thought about selling
the pink Cadillac. Tell him about that.
Don't you have? I thought you had one of Hank Jr.'s firearms.
No, that's what I'm after. I'm trying to buy one. Trying to beg, buy, and trade for one. Two of the cool things I've got an electric guitar that is shaped like an AR-15 rifle. It's actually, a full-fledged guitar, but it's shaped like an AR-15. But they took one of the paint pens, and it's hand autographed by Ted Nugent. It was a limited edition. I bought it at an NRA auction, gave a chunk of money for it, and I wound up with an American flag violin that's signed by Charlie Daniels.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I haven't seen that. But just so y'all know, hey, don't feel bad for Greg. He's got a multitude of people to talk to, and he will talk to them. And just like Kumbo, if you have ever talked to Kumbo on the phone, like the first 2 or 3 times, super excited, hey, I'm talking to Kumbo, and then you realize real quick, this guy's just talking about everything all over the place, and he'll go 4 or 5 hours, and you have no idea.
Spencer, the one day I'm talking to him, and he goes, "Hey, hold on a second." He's like, "I know the guy that painted Hank Jr.'s Cadillac," and I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
And he goes, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay, well," he's like, "Well, he's got some of Hank Jr.'s pistols." And I'm trying to buy one of them, and he went in the back room. And well, Greg, you can tell this story because
this guy owns Burgess Body Shop in Coleman, Alabama. It's Jerry Burgess, and Jerry, he was laughing. He was telling me, he said, "If you ever see that album cover that Hank Jr.'s got, that's got the pink Cadillac, he's like standing leaning
the dinosaur one.
Yeah, that's it, the dinosaur." He said, said Hank come in there with that Cadillac. And told me, said, "Jerry, I want you to paint this thing for me." He said, "Well, what color you want it, Hank?" He said, "I want it titty pink." He said, "Can you do it?" He said, "Well, I guess." He said, "Well, I need it done." He said, "Well, let's go back here and we'll mix some paint and get the color right." And Jerry swore up and down to me. He said, "Look, I went in the back of my shop," and he said, "I had a bunch of buckets of paint that was just like a little bit left, like a little bucket here and some over there." He said, "I got the popping lids open." He said, "I just started pouring stuff together, and I put it in the mixer and mix it and look at it. I'd add a little bit more red. I'd add a little of this." And he said, "I had a bunch of old paint that was left over from other jobs." And he said, "I mixed it up." And he said, "Man, it was paint." He said, "I told Hank, said, all right, look, He said, "Oh, Hank leaned over and looked at that bucket and said, that looks titty pink to me." He said, "Paint it." And he said, "That's what I painted that Cadillac it's on that album cover with, was old paint that he had left over in that shop."
See, do y'all see? This is why Greg is on a YouTube show all the time, because he can tell y'all about Titty Pink coming from Hank Jr. You need to appreciate that. You don't get this on other Bigfoot shows. We are going out in like unmarked territory on this stuff.
Now see, Jeff,
Yeah,
you keep him up all night.
You gotta find a guy from Alabama like Greg, though. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even hold a candle to Roger as far as meeting famous folks.
That is true.
He met Prince and the Mississippi Squirrel Revival guy.
I ain't friends with him. See, Greg would talk to Jeff all night or somebody. I called him one morning. I was about 7 o'clock. And I said, "Man, I woke you up." "Oh, it's all right. Glad you called." And I was telling him something. I heard he fell asleep. I just hung up.
I'd probably got at least 45 minutes of sleep when Roger called me that morning.
Hey, Greg thought I was going to set my house on fire about a week or two ago.
We thought you was going to set Jeff on fire, and then the grease fire was going to burn the house down.
Yeah, you and Pat Noble were like,
yeah.
Both of y'all called me, and by the next morning, I was like, I got missed phone calls. I was like, Jesus Christ, what did I do? On the phone.
Hey, we need to take up a honey bun collection. Send them up there with Jeff.
Yeah, no doubt.
Squirrel done jumped
Hillary
off.
mentioned honey buns. Ooh, Lord,
No,
I gotta go.
I went and made something to drink. Sorry.
I'm about ready to make a snack.
Yeah. Yes. Look, I'm trying. Don't judge me.
Look, I'm telling you, you didn't fall off the wagon. You run the goddamn wagon down through the woods and built a fucking fire out of what was left of the splinters.
Hey, I told you. Look, I was always taught to never be a quitter.
She's trying to quit drinking Sprite, y'all. She's a Spriteaholic.
I tell you, if it hadn't been for my affection that I renewed for cigars with Spencer, I probably
don't blame me.
Spencer's a damn enabler. Oh.
Look, Jeff just paused like mid-sentence.
Yeah, I got my buddy here, Sean from Maryland, who's busting my ass now.
Which one?
Sean Collins. He's the Dogman guy. He's the one we had on for the Dogman episode.
Okay.
Cracking his eggs.
That's what I know, y'all.
Sean, did you see the part about him fucking naked?
He saw it.
He's been in here. Sean's been having a good time tonight, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Just saying. Choose your friends wisely.
Missy, I'm starting to realize why now Catherine will not come on here with us.
Yeah, well.
I guess now that Gary Spikes has started doing shows again, I'm going to try to get him on.
Good.
No, asshole. No.
I got to go, y'all. I got to go to church.
Is not knowing our show, he's definitely not knowing yours.
No, man.
I got to go.
Well, I had to.
See y'all.
See you, Roger.
I got to go to church in the morning.
Oh.
Don't be drinking.
I got my assistant milking the cows, so I'm good.
Roger, if you have any trouble going to sleep, close your eyes and count eggs flying across the lake.
No. I'm
only charging $4 a dozen right now. Everybody up here is charging like $6 at the grocery store. So
wow.
For a dozen what?
Eggs.
They're charging $6 a dozen for eggs at the grocery store right now.
Jeff,
yeah, they're more than that here.
Nobody is buying your eggs. You talk
I'm still $2 cheaper. Everybody's I keep saying we gotta up them to $4.50, but
Jeff, down here right now, medium eggs, a dozen of them $7.50.
Well, I I dropped
Really?
a couple eggs this morning. I was wondering if I could write them off on my taxes.
No doubt.
If I need to eat any, I just go grab them out of the box up in the store.
Yeah,
area,
Go
the
squeeze a
load
few
box.
chickens.
no doubt.
Yeah. Jeff, you have to stop all this. I brought you on the show, and you're talking about bending over cows over a fucking
Hey,
ba-
I
what?
told Misty I'm trying to help Misty with her calf. Well, whatever she's got going, that goat thing, and we need to get my dad involved in the calving procedures because he could tell her exactly when that thing's gonna pop. Well, next time we'll just have to write the list out, and
Man,
he'll
hold on.
have, trust me, Misty, he'll have that thing within 10 days of when it's gonna pop. So
Well,
I wish
I
you.
know.
Well, it's 3 months overdue.
Well, I know. I was going by when I thought she was bred, but
she's been hitting me up about dates on this thing
Listen.
for the last 2 months.
I
Look.
know. I know by checking her around her tailbone, and she's not ready.
Oh
yet.
my God.
Look,
I'm telling
Hey.
you, you know, you.
I guarantee you that
Like,
thing is
literally
going to
close your
have a
fingers
kid
all the way
within
around
the
her
next
tailbone.
week.
Do
I
what?
guarantee you it's going to kid within the next week.
I guarantee it. She will too, probably for the last 3
I
months.
said that 7
Hey.
times.
Misty, you're gonna have to go get you a peach limb or a willow limb. It's got a fork and use it like a divining rod and go over her belly and see how many times it jumps.
Yeah.
This is. I gotta go.
When we bred our last goat, my dad told me, he's like, that thing's gonna have
Yes.
them
Yes.
this week. And my father's been doing this forever, so I trust his judgment within about 10 to 15 days of whenever that calf is gonna come. So I guarantee you, if he says this thing's gonna do it within this timeline, it's gonna do it. Shut up, dog.
I thought that was Alexa hollering at you.
That was my goat, or not my goat. That was my damn beagle. What the hell is your problem?
Have you seen that where, like, what, Spencer? Go ahead. Hurry up.
No. Carry on. Between
Wiping my
y'all
tears.
talking about calving and people knowing when the times are breeding are, and Jeff talking about.
Hey, I can
Banter.
go get my semen hats and put them on if that helps.
Here we go.
Oh God.
Calm down, Mister. I rode down a zip line naked. But anyway, point being, man, we could go so far with all of this stuff. Fucking chickens are ready to lay eggs at this point and that point. Holy
Sounds
shit.
like we need Mark Green for a animal segment. Well, we could call Bega for that, you know.
This is a pornographic YouTube show that nobody needs to watch.
But it's been funny.
Well, you know, there was that one time at band camp.
Look, be quiet, trombone. Roger done jumped off. Roger's like, no, I can't take this. I got to go to church tomorrow.
He dove off right before midnight. Oh Lord. But yeah. But look, anybody, if y'all watch this, go hit that like button. And if you know somebody that's got a weirdo sense of humor, share this to them and let them get a laugh out of it.
Oh,
If y'all watch this, do not judge the regular shows on the channel by this.
No.
I don't know.
it's Spencer's fault. He made me do it.
I'm probably going to get a talk tomorrow about doing shows, but
Be like, Jeff, hold your hand out.
hey, I'm the one that brings everybody in. So
His milkshakes bring them out all to the yard.
If he was flapping bacon and flying through the air, I mean, that would bring a lot of people.
yeah, I got some bacon thawing out in the other room. So
There you go.
Yeah.
shut up.
What is he doing? Jeff.
My beagle's just going nuts. He's fine. He probably thinks the fox is in the yard again. I'm probably going to go out and take care of that problem. But
Jeff, you can't be on YouTube yelling at your beagle.
You got to let that dog go out.
Look, he's actually thinking about that. He's like, damn it. I got to let him out.
Uh-huh. Well, y'all got any closing words?
well,
I can't see.
watch Woodwalkers, Old Line Cryptids, Chris Reinhardt, Discover Sasquatch.
Yep.
Mark and Becca,
We got
Cedar Creek Bottoms.
Chris is
DA.
making us new
Yeah,
intro
DA.
video.
Because we don't want him to be doing OnlyFans.
Yeah, that's true.
Brian Barber on Hidden Realms on Chris Grizzly's channel. Selena Garrett.
Yep.
Southern Belle Sasquatch. That was I caught part of it tonight. Miss B on the Muddy Creek podcast.
Yep. Don't forget Miss B. So
We're gonna have Miss V on in about a month.
Yeah, I gotta talk to her and see when she wants to come on with us. Flat Rock's coming on. I've got Brian Terrell with Red Dirt Cryptid Investigations.
Yep.
Talk to him within the next couple of months. We're gonna have him on. And I've even got at least one person off of Hellbent Holler. I gotta think about that for a second. Dewey from what the hell's his Critters and Cryptids Paranormal. I've got a whole list of shit.
yeah.
I can look at it.
Y'all know Rip is probably gonna hurt tomorrow.
I can't see
Are
anything.
you guys doing anything tomorrow, or is it
No, day off tomorrow.
day off tomorrow?
Yeah. Yeah. So you're gonna have Joe and Jesse Dole? Is that who you gonna have?
It's one of the guys that's on her off of her channel. It's what the hell's his last name? I can't remember. He's been in there for a while. I have this thing about it. Damn it! It's not. Hold on.
I might be kin to him.
I'm not sure. He's in Tennessee. I don't know. I got to look on my list real quick.
Well, y'all, for everybody watching, thank you for jumping on here and watching the show and everything. We appreciate it, y'all. Normally this is
Dewey Edwards. That's who it is.
Who?
Dewey Cox. Walk hard.
He also does the encrypted connections on Fridays. I gotta check that out.
Yeah.
Jeff.
I just go around and I talk to people. And I say, "Hey, you want to come on?" And that's how that works. So,
Hey, do you have to throw in? I got a zip line.
Jeff, you're coming on every late night show from now on.
I do my best.
You've done well tonight. Ain't no doubt.
Jeff's my kind of man. He's a people pleaser. He wants to he wants to go the distance and try to do his best.
My girlfriend wasn't here. Well, she was here earlier, but He wanted to play Big
He ain't
Chief
married.
earlier, so I'm good tonight.
No, just let him go. Don't interrupt.
Yeah.
We have
man.
gotten everything from naked ziplining to whatever the hell he just said in the price of eggs a few minutes
Hey,
ago.
you guys didn't even get into the
We didn't even talk about the good stuff.
Offline talk about the old days.
Oh Lord. I couldn't handle that tonight.
It's kind of like some of
talking about
Greg's stories.
zombies, and I don't know what the hell happened.
It's some of the Greg stories that I've talked to with Greg. We can't.
No. You don't.
Misty, you realize tonight you were running late and Sco got like in an upheaval.
That's right, Hillary. Watch this.
I was in detention.
Yeah. No
Hey,
doubt.
I went to dinner with some old friends last night, and I'm pretty sure we scarred the waiter about the old day stories. So I think he needs a therapist afterwards.
Yeah. You scarred me with
I'm pretty sure that kid needs a therapist. Greg knows what I'm talking about. With that kid, I'm pretty sure he needs a therapist.
Probably. Yeah.
We have to end this now before Jeff says anything else. Good night, y'all.
Good night, y'all.
No doubt.
Get backstage if anybody wants to sign autographs. I'll be back.
Naked.
Naked.
In his cow towel.
Yes. He's got what it is. He's gonna dip his butt in paint and set on the paper.
Well, that's part of the story we're not going to talk about, Greg. But well,
oh my God!
Oh Lord!
But did you die?
But
no, I did not die. Did you die? Well,
I think Misty just did.
I'll tell Misty backstage about that, but we won't.
No, you don't want to know what I just seen.
You'll find out, but we won't talk about it.
No, we don't want to find out.
You want to find out?
No, I'm leaving now before I'm associated with you any more than I have been.
Oh my gosh! Well, thanks everybody for hanging in. We're here with us. It's awful late. They've hung in here like rusty fish hooks. It's like watching that train wreck.
Roberts was laughing his ass off at something I posted.
No.
I wish DA and Robbie, maybe they'll get to see this. They'll fall over.
Well, I think they're all together in Missouri this week.
Yeah, that may be right.
I sent him something earlier and he was dying about it.
Yeah. They were going camping or something.
Yeah.
No, I'm hitting the end button before you go any further. Good night.
See y'all.
Wait.
Jeff,
hold on.
Jeff was like, what?
Night, everybody.
What?
You said
wait.
What? I didn't say nothing.
Night, everybody.
Yeah, you did.
I said wait.
No.
Okay.
You said wait.
I thought that's what she said too.
He said, wait, it's just getting good. I was just holding the show up a little bit longer and seeing how long it would last.
No, we're all leaving.
You're still talking.
River's hung in here. He's still there.
Of course, River is hung in here.
I'll have to call River later to make him feel good.
River.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Big love, everybody. See y'all.
Bye.
Check us all out.
Check us all out.
Yes.
Stop talking, Jeff. Bye.
That's my cornbread.
Jeff's gonna fly off into the sunset.
Bye.